Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
Okay.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Everybody, welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and it's time to talk Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Shop. I'm Ranger J 1999, part of the RSG crew and your host. Glad to have everybody here. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. If you're new, this is our Wednesday night stream. This is where we break down the latest and greatest Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means with our wonderful crew. Speaking of which, let's introduce the panel of folks that'll be with me tonight. Of course, we've got the one monitoring the chat, the troll extraordinaire, the one and only Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman.
Ding.
For God's sakes, you can't be a normal boy. You just have to just be mentally damaged. All right, we're skipping him. Someone who's not worthless. The lovely Tits McVenom is here tonight with us.
Hey guys.
Now, wasn't it your week to watch him?
It was. I failed miserably.
Someone get the frickin' stick. You get the chain or something for him.
Ding.
Oh, God. All right, well, that's our show for tonight, guys. I can't deal with this crap tonight. There's only so much of this garbage I can take, and Blame Finn is live and well. So the reason the show's ending too early tonight is because Dr. Finn's a turd. Well, I would say he's more of a turd muffin tonight more than anything. Someone who's not a turd muffin and also with us tonight is the one and only lightsaber builder extraordinaire, the sexy Buddha himself, Loki.
How are you?
Hey, Loki, what's going on, buddy?
I'm just a little shy.
You are being a little shy.
I just have water. You remember that? From Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Hilarious.
Yes, I do. That's why I was laughing. I get that reference. Don't you worry, Sir Loki. But glad to have you here. We have got a buttload to cover tonight. They dropped the bomb on us again. You know, there's some weeks where we don't get anything. And most weeks we get dropped a ton of stuff. So we're going to go into all of it tonight. Let's get through the mechanisms first of what we have to kind of pimp before we get started. And that is, first, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. I can see we've got someone that hates us already, says they've given us 9 votes down. Before the stream even started, I blame Finn for this.
Ding.
Stop saying that, Finn. I'm going to put your monkey ass on mute. You completely threw me off of what I was saying. Go ahead, Finn. Introduce everything since you want to be a turd burglar.
Ding.
I can wait. Go ahead.
Ding.
No.
Finn! Please, darling. Please.
Right. I was waiting until Tits got angry. Now Tits is angry at you. That's all I wanted.
You're killing me.
Not so mouthy now, are you, Dr. Finn?
I like how the chat is typing ding.
Yeah. You made Mama Bear angry. Good luck, homie.
Okay.
Now, are you done?
Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
done.
Yes, he's done.
All right, so give us a like on the video. It helps us get our content out to the YouTube world. If you haven't subscribed already, you please do. We do a lot of live streaming, and if you would like to see when we are live streaming, then all you need to do is hit that subscribe button, and then you'll know when we're streaming at all times. It's a great function of YouTube. Also, if you'd like to donate, you can. We do have the sponsorship going. The YouTube sponsorship going is $4.99 a month. If you'd just like to give to us directly and get a comment up into the into where we can read it straight up, then all you have to do is you can do super chat. We have that going as well. People love to do that all the time. We also have our Patreon. If you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, we always do our shout outs to our Patrons, which we will do. And we also give a special shout out at the end to say thank you for all your support with the Patreon. And then the ACS stuff, do we want to do that now, or do we want to cover it at the end of the stream, Finn, for what we're doing with the ACS? Let's do it.
I say let's cover it at the end.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a lot of
it'll be
stuff.
easier.
Mhm.
There's a lot of stuff to go through, yeah.
Yeah. But we have a lot of cool stuff for the American Cancer Society. Real quick, we're running a half marathon to raise money for cancer in April 2019 at Walt Disney World, and for Run Disney. And so if you want to see how you can help us out at the end there, we have links below that you can check out. But if you'd like to support us in that endeavor, just stay tuned. Trust me, it'll be well worth it. We'll keep you entertained. Just go to the end of the stream and we'll have a whole bunch of information. We got some badass stuff we're auctioning off and some other things you might be interested in listening about. We got a lightsaber, a one-of-a-kind lightsaber, just to tease you a little bit. So we got some really cool stuff in there that we got going on for you.
Yeah, we have a lot more stuff coming.
Yeah.
Coming soon in some way or shape or form in the Tiltify campaign. So we'll definitely be.
Yep.
It'll definitely be coming.
That's right. All right. So that's all the mechanisms. Let's get into what we're here to do. Finn, we've got a word of the day. Let's start off with the word of the day.
All right. So the word of the day, because of the first thing that we will be discussing as we go through the news and notes of the week, is karma. Karma. Karma.
Easy word to spell, unless you're Grant.
Yep. So go ahead and put it in the chat. And when we do the shout outs, those of you that type karma, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be very strict on when I stop it. As soon as we finish off our Twitter question, I am stopping the collection of the names. Because we are starting to get way too many to read. Every stream is getting more and more. So for those of you that are typing karma, make sure you get it in before we stop talking about the Twitter question. And so because that's when I will be doing the collection for it.
Okay. So if you like your name shouted out, then all you have to do is just put karma in there, and we will get those here in a second. We also have our Twitter question of the day, Finn.
Yes, we do. So the Twitter question is, because of a lot of the events and stuff that have been happening in the game, the Twitter question is, what other Dark Side Old Republic character do you want to see in the game besides Fallen Bastila and Ordo, both of which we will be discussing later on? How do you respond to this question? You go to our Twitter page. So to go to our Twitter page, our handle is Reality Skewed Gamers, so you can search for that directly, or you can go directly to our handle. There is no vowels in the Skewed and Gamers, so it's Reality SKWD GMRS, Reality Skewed Gamers, no vowels in the Gamers and Skewed, so Reality SKWD GMRS. So go to our Twitter page, head on to the question, you will see the question there, and go ahead and respond to it.
Did you see everybody starting to do Culture Club in there? Comedian.
Dude. I love it.
You come and go. All right. Now, we also have a Facebook page, Tits, and you've been running the Facebook page. Why don't you tell the folks about the Facebook page?
Yes, so RSG has a Facebook page. It's been virtually inactive for a while. I think you guys had tried to put up a couple things, but it's a lot. We're trying to run Twitter, YouTube, got the Discord. So I told them I would like to take over the Facebook page. So I don't know if anyone's in the chat that's on our friends list in Facebook, but I've posted a couple little things, and that's where the dinging is coming from. I posted a personality test with a correlation to which character in Star Wars you are, and Finn was filling out the questionnaire, which is like 60 something questions, and every time he finished a question, he was dinging, driving Ranger and I crazy.
Yeah.
So that's where that's coming from.
Yes.
But I want to start getting a active presence on there. And Finn and I are actually working on trying to figure out how to multi-stream, maybe possibly do some Facebook Live, as well as YouTube and possibly some Twitch. So we're working to try to integrate all of those together. So go over and friend us on Facebook. If you could too, if you don't mind, I see a lot of people are commenting in some of the posts that I put up there, but I don't know who you are in game. So if you put your name and then maybe just put your postmark of what your game name is, if you feel comfortable doing that would be great. If not, don't worry about it. But yeah, try to go give us a friend request or give us a like and interact with us there. That would be awesome.
There you go.
You have no idea how hard it was for me not to ding during.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm proud of you.
So let's not make Tits angry, or she'll cut your arms off, and let's get everybody on Facebook because think of Finn's like.
She can't get angry. She's a saint.
Yeah, right. Finn, you're so just dumb. Yes,
well,
please make her angry. Yes, so you were Qui-Gon Jinn, I was Princess Leia, and Finn was Uncle Owen. Hey, we just got some kind of. It didn't pop up on the thing, Finn, but somebody donated something to somewhere.
It's probably to Tiltify because it's linked to
Tiltify.
Oh, holy. Yeah.
What do we get? What do we get? Oh, what do we get? Oh, Hercules, what do we get?
Really?
Do it. What do we get? What do we get?
Rose Taco donated another $250 on this poll, so now Rose Taco is up to $750.
I told you, Finn. I told you, Finn.
Oh
Finn, you're going to be dating Rose Taco. Thank you, Rose Taco. Awesome.
Wow.
His pain is delicious and yummy.
Just when I thought there was a chance, Clone Wars Chewie was within 250 of getting to Rose Tico. Now it's over 500. Or just at 500.
Those salty tears of pure pain. Wonderful.
That's so awesome, though.
Yeah,
Thank
it is.
you guys.
Thank you, Rose Taco. We appreciate that. And make sure that it is Rose Tico. That is the one that is. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, Rose Tico or Rose Taco. We appreciate it greatly. Screw Finn. Okay, so now it's time to do the shout outs, I believe, right?
We have the video of the week too.
Oh, we have to talk about the video of the week. All right, thank you for keeping me on point there, Dr. Finn. So, Dr. Finn, talk about the video of the week, if you would, please.
All right, so our video of the week, again, we like to find some of these smaller YouTubers. Those that are, there's a lot of them that make good content. It's just they're smaller channels, and so they don't always have the video, like the views and stuff. And so this one is by a handle, Evo Peeve. And so he put a video about how to beat a Revan team with a Palpatine lead. So he uses, and you can see it on the stream, it's playing kind of over and over again here for you guys. And so you can see how he uses a Emperor Palpatine lead team in order to beat Revan. And it's actually a pretty cool video. Everyone, again, looking for those Revan counters and how to beat them in game. And so he uses, I mean, it's not a difficult team comp. So the team that he runs is Emperor Palpatine, Sion, Nihilus, Traya, and Thrawn. So you guys can watch that video. His Thrawn doesn't go first. So he just kind of explains how he did his modding and everything with the characters. And so you guys have an idea about what you could use with Emperor Palpatine lead. So it's a really neat video. It is linked in the credits as the video of the week. So make sure that you go there, check it out, give his video a thumbs up. Subscribe to his channel, all that fun stuff in order to support the other people in the community.
Hey, Finn, Rose Taco said read the comment.
You want me to read the comment? Okay.
Yeah, he said to read the comment.
So his comment is, that's it, Finity. For the dings, up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, B, A, select, start, Rose Taco, infinite lives, see Finity, finish him. Rips out heart, shows Finity, Finity falls on the floor, limp, dead.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Just wonderful.
Wonderful.
Just wonderful. Just wonderful. All right, let's get to the shout-outs. Now, I was asked for the shout-outs if I would do a special voice today. And since we don't have Grande, because Grande's out being Grande, he's a big deal. I don't know if you guys knew this. Grande's kind of a big deal. I am going to be doing the shout-outs as the Swedish Chef from The Muppets. So as soon as I get the shout-outs, I will...
Yep, I'm sorting everything right now for you. So give me 1 second here. And I gotta paste it here. And then gotta sort and delete all the duplicates.
Right. You don't mind.
So you don't get all the extra
Sure.
like, double people.
Yeah, we don't
right?
want that. No.
You don't want double people. That would be confusing.
Okay. There you go, Finn. All
So we got that.
right.
And so then we have all of the peoples, and we have 49. So, first, let me give you the VIP
That's
shoutouts.
kind of nice.
Yeah, give me the VIP shoutouts first. So, the VIP shoutouts I had in here, there they are. So, first, here are the VIP shoutouts in Discord.
All right. You put it in Discord?
Or in Skype, sorry, in Skype.
Oh, I was going to say, what the hell?
I had to get them from Discord, so I was saying Discord.
All right, so we're going to do this all in the voice of the Swedish Chef from The Muppets. All right, here we go. Bark, bark, bark. Gergen is under the Arsengian in this defending in the VP shadow. Some Gergen. Ergen the VIP shadow in the scene of Damon, naming the she here. The Chopper Museum, okay, Chopper Museum, Contingent 33, current and Durden, Darth Tiffalun, Herbergergen, Muscanarden, Canadian Mission Edition, Peter Lemon, Rivenator Tertian, Rosa Tico Dog Edition, Slash of Rodent, or it's just what Slash and Durden, or it's a chicken, Spaceman Timon, or it's just Teleworking, Tina Brisson, the Torden, Walter Arnon, Burby, Dishbeer, and Zarathustra Sasha Dusher. Okay, Duggan, this ain't it done.
I don't know if they understood a word.
Bark, bark, bark.
Okay, so if you want to go back and listen, just to say the names,
What do you
hopefully
mean?
in a way.
Chopper Bizian.
That's Chopper BZ.
Contingent 33.
Contingent 33.
Current Turn.
That was Corinth.
Darth Tifflin.
Darth Teflon.
Herben Gergen.
Harbinger.
Muscaniden.
Moscanata.
Peter Lehman Edition.
Pete Lamb.
Rivenator Tater.
Revenator.
Rosa Turkin.
Roast Taco.
Slash of Innerudin.
Slash Van Roast.
Spaceman Timmy Tommy.
Spaceman Tim.
Daily Worker.
Talawak.
Tenebrisia.
Tenebrous.
The Torture Kurgan.
The Tor.
Walter Arnonidin.
Walter Arnold.
Warben Booby Hooby.
War Bobby.
Zarathar Nithushitution.
Zarathustra.
Oh, good. Gergen.
Okay, we need a different one to read these ones now.
What do you mean? Gergen isn't clear in the dating.
No. We are not reading.
You can be the interpreter of all the ones I do next.
Oh my god.
Stay good.
No, let's do another voice. Oh my god.
Bark, bark.
God.
Oh, go more than namings.
No,
more namings. Oh, Gergen. Atomic Fishy.
Atomic Fish.
Bridge of SWGOH.
Brazo Swuggo.
Choco Doka Joker.
Choco.
Clone Troop and 211.
Clone Troop 211.
Cool. Contingent 33.
Contingent 33.
Gravis on the 1.
I don't know what he said before he said the name, but then he said Kravis 01.
DB.
DB.
Decepticon Intrusion.
Decepticons.
Oh, Darth Hideous. F and Boob Intrusion.
He said Darth Hideous and then he F'd you.
Darth and Tallywackamanaka Durkin.
Darth Halliwackmanacker.
Darth Unlucky Durkin.
Darth Unlucky.
Darth Bob. Hey, don't do this. Gargan Fergan.
Darth Bob.
Durkin Fergan Turgan. I said Durkin Fergan.
Sturgeon with a bunch of other stuff afterwards.
Eternal Reaving.
Eternal Revan.
Feeling.
Colin.
Fatality V2.
Fatality V2.
Oh, there's a next one too. Forbidden Shooter Leads.
Forbidden. There's the next word too.
There's the Dagobah.
There you go. Forbidden Shadow Alliance Dagobah.
First Master Shoe.
First Master 77.
From Planet Not to Uten.
From Planet No Ot.
Potato Head and Grimmin.
Potato Head Grim.
Helen Nixon from the Ulul Gullen in the Data Gurkandis and Essen.
Helenix from something or other I couldn't understand.
Ulen Double Ulen Gurla Krillian in the Urkanders and Essen.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he just
Jason Hooby.
said. Jason Hobby.
John Davy.
John Davies.
Johnny Moran in Essen. Oh, this is Johnny
John
Moran.
Moran.
Kashmirin.
Kashmir.
Oh, look at that rocker in.
Luke Thyrocker.
Marley.
Molly.
Mama Mika Kelly 89.
Mayo Killer.
Mr. Furka Quarken.
Miss Farquhar.
Was dus de Eiffel.
Mostep Iceland.
Oh, Archie Dumpling Gurkendition.
Ouchie Dumpling, and he said that with a little heel behind. He is Swedish. It's close to Scottish, I think.
Chicken, Archie Dumpling. Fitty Toonie 99.
Fat Tony 99.
Rosa Turkle.
Rose Taco.
Irvison Chicken Formax.
RSG Vormax.
Saber Shirkin.
Saber Shark.
Gingerbreaden.
Gingivitis.
Shay Locomotin.
Shay Locomotive.
Silver Bolton.
Silver Bolt.
Oh, wait, Gerson, just slash of in a road, and Gerson in again.
Slash Fan Roads again.
Snake Bliskin.
Snake Pliskin.
Stuma Usaboffin.
Stem Hospa.
Sticks at 13.
Sticks 13.
Jalen take it down at the end of Gamins.
Takedown Games.
The Torgan. Thomas Willen Herman. Irma Marty McFlame and it isn't down and Vita Unton, William Hunton, and Zarathustra Cushion again.
Your Marty McFly is down with a bunch of things afterwards.
Vita Unton, William Hunton Vegan, Zarathustra Dushin.
Vito Anto, William Hunt V, and Zarathustra again.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Woo!
No Teacher McVenom. Teacher McVenom is in the Burger Sin. Oh la la, Teacher McVenom.
Ding!
Ding. Oh, shit, Teacher McVenom. Oh.
Can you give a shout out to Agnati's son Colin?
Oh, Colin Fernan. Isn't means in Uganaden. Isn't it Colin? There's a shout out.
There you go. Alright.
Sugar Fergan. Finish a Duke and pooping and stupid.
Yeah, none of that last stuff made sense.
Yeah, it made your poo-poo head. Alright, let's go.
Aren't you exhausted now?
No, not really. I had a lot of espresso and cocaine. So.
Alright, so there you go. That was our shoutouts read as the Swedish Chef. Oh my god.
Bark.
Alright, so make sure you guys do get here early if you guys want your shoutouts, or you guys can become Green Patreons, and we always do shoutouts for those of you guys that are Green Patreons or higher. We already had 50 when I cut it off, and I think there was a few more that came in afterwards. So please make sure that if you guys want your shoutouts, you're here at the start, and we can get rolling. So let's see. With that, I think we can go ahead and get started with the news, right, Ranger? Oh, God.
I'll get you back for that ding shit, dude.
Oh, I'll start dinging again. This is going to be like the worst stream ever. It's just going to be Swedish Chefs and ding. Tits is going to go insane.
No, you won't.
The Swedish Chef makes her laugh. The dings make her very angry.
Yes.
I think after a while of trying to read a forum post of Swedish Chef, she's going to get upset too.
Probably.
All right. Tits, we have got a buttload of news to talk about today.
So much stuff.
I know.
So let's start with why we had karma listed as our
Kermit
word of the day.
Kermit Fergan.
Oh God. Ding. Okay. So we have the first post. Do you have the first post ready, Ranger?
No, I have it ready.
You have it ready? Okay. So It's the cheater and hacker update of 11/18. So that is, I think it's supposed to be November, like 2018, not the date of the 18. Okay. So, greetings, heroes.
Oh, wait
Actually,
a
Tits,
minute,
do you want to read
wait
it?
a minute. Dexter Tunic, Gergen, you didn't get to shout nothing. Dexter Tunic. Shout nothing, Dexter Tunic, Gergen. There you go, Dextertronic, I did you. Now you may proceed. The lovely Tits.
You have to get in your shoutouts on time. That's what I was saying.
Well, he said he didn't get it in time, but I saw that, and I wanted to make sure he got his name butchered.
Okay. That's fine. All right. Tits, you want to read the forum post?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, anything to get this moving along. You too.
We are all kinds of hyper today.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys have been
God.
sipping on the crazy juice or something. I need a drink, maybe.
I had fish and chips.
All right, cheater and hacker update 11/18. Greetings, heroes. This is from Lucifer's daddy, by the way. We take cheating at Galaxy of Heroes very seriously and are tirelessly working to identify and remove cheaters from the game. You may have noticed or have heard that one of our investigations resulted in a mass banning. Well, sit tight, because this purge is just beginning. Insert sinister laugh here. After countless reports and over a year of investigation, we are confidently taking action on hundreds of accounts engaged in. Well, let's just say they ended up on my naughty list. You no doubt are seeing some changes in your arena leaderboards as a result of this ongoing action. We are nowhere near the end of this battle. To quote the greatest rock band of all time, we've only just begun. And remember, heroes, it is a direct violation of the terms of service to purchase in-game currency from third-party vendors, aka if it's not in our store, it's not legit. You know, the terms of service bit about blah, 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 sell, buy, trade, or otherwise offer to transfer your EA account, any personal access to EA services, or any EA content associated with your EA account, including EA virtual currency and other entitlements, either within an EA service or on a third-party website or in connection with any out-of-game transactions unless expressly authorized by EA, blah, blah, that bit. And per usual, if you have any questions or concerns regarding cheating or banned accounts in the game, please message me directly at the forums at CG Lucifer's Daddy. Carry on, and don't forget to wash those blasters every day.
Okay, so let's get to the most important thing about this whole post.
Fan's a cheater. I think that's
No,
what we
do you consider the Carpenters a rock band?
I know. That's the same thing I thought. That is the same thing I thought when I saw that. I'm like, I've been sitting here looking at that going, the only song I know that's got that is We've Only Just Begun. What? Rock
I don't think
song?
of the Carpenters as a rock band.
There's got to be another song he's referencing.
Is there? I've got to look that
I
up
don't know.
now.
I think immediately of
We've only just
the Carpenters.
What about there's
Sharing
Glenn? Is Glenn Jones a rock star?
I don't know. What is that? What is he talking about?
Maybe that was
hasn't
tongue in cheek. Maybe that was meant to be.
Look it up and
Maybe.
see if you can see rock songs that start, or We've Only Just Begun. Maybe we're missing something. I'm pretty versed in rock songs, and I'm trying to think of what the hell is that.
Maybe there was a cover song that a rock.
Maybe.
Someone look this up. I'm curious.
Let me see.
Yeah, let's get answers because this is the first question we have out of the entire post on what the hell this is. What is the hell is Lucifer talking about?
Let's see. So technically, they consider this soft rock or traditional pop. So I guess technically you can consider this soft rock, I guess.
The Carpenters
are not even rock.
No, they're not even soft pop.
They're considered
They're
pop
like
and soft rock according to Wikipedia.
Okay, but
folky soft.
what the?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Lucifer,
I don't think
no, your street
of
cred's
when I think of rock, like
How
maybe
can you
I
be
go a little
Lucifer's
to the
daddy?
extreme, but I
No,
definitely think
Lucifer's
more of the
daddy.
hard rock stuff.
Oh,
But
Lucifer's
you don't go
daddy.
like super rock, right? You can think of Queen,
Yeah!
like classic rock.
Led
Queen-
Zeppelin, Black
Kiss,
Sabbath, Metallica,
Aerosmith,
Nirvana.
even Black Sabbath, right? Like you could even just go Aerosmith. They weren't even that like
But
hard
but
rock. They were
still,
just, like, regular
Guns
classic
N'
rock.
Roses. I mean, Jesus. I'll even take Linkin Park. More techno rock, but it's still rock. But I think Lucifer's daddy he's being evil in a nice way. I don't know.
I think he's trolling.
He's a little trolling.
I think he did that tongue in cheek.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think of the Carpenters as a rock band, but I guess they're technically.
I guess so.
But...
Well played, Lucifer's daddy. Well played indeed. All right.
Now, so the other part. So I'm gonna get a little cynical here. So I do like the fact that they're stopping the whatever is going on, right? They banned a bunch of accounts.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, though, they ban these accounts and they post about it, right? This is like one of the few times that we actually see a post. And this isn't a negative. This is just kind of my thinking as to why they're making this post. And so that's why I'm saying it may be a little bit cynical. But what is the biggest complaint that people have about the upcoming Grand Arena? That there's potential for cheating, right? Because they're thinking of it as tournaments. And so it's fine. There's zero wrong with what he's doing. You do have to put out the PR to kind of show that you're trying to stop all this cheating, right? And so I'm really glad that they are doing this. I just hope that whatever it is, because they didn't give details, and to some extent it's good that we don't need details. Exactly what they're looking for, and you might try to do other stuff, and they don't. Obviously, you don't explain what the cheating is. You just say it's cheating, and you're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
So the only thing is, I really hope that whatever they're doing is something that will help to make sure that there isn't cheating with Grand Arena. Yeah. And I think this is all towards that, and to trying to make an impression to show, we know cheating is a thing going on. We are trying every day in order to stop it. And like he said, you may have noticed or heard one of our investigations resulted in mass banning, right? So there was already people banned even before they made it. So I think that's what this is trying to imply more than just what the cheating is. And so,
what the hell is going on in the background?
Sorry.
Gotta be Loki.
Loki, are you doing dishes?
Are you cooking me dinner?
Yeah, are you cooking dinner?
I'm cooking me dinner, yeah.
Oh, well. Have you never...
Well, now.
Loki, you've been you've been a part of the family for a long time. Do you not remember my pure hatred for dishes during a live stream?
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, and now you're eating. Is it delicious? That's all I want to know.
It is delicious.
There's a good question in chat because people don't really quite understand this and I wouldn't understand it from this game. I only understood it from like other games when I played like Game of War. They want to know how this third party thing works. From what I know about it, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, it's third party sites that will ask for your password. You pay them money and it's a discounted price and they will load up gems on your account. From what I used to play, I found out from Game of War, they used to do it all the time and they would get banned. But what it was, people that would steal iTunes passwords and charge other people the price of this. They would like hack into accounts, and so somebody's getting charged that money. So you're basically stealing it from somebody, whether you want to pretend you aren't or not.
Yeah, it's different from the gold people like in World of Warcraft or other things like that where you could buy gold and stuff. They would actually just have people farming that crap all day, and then if you wanted to get it, you just buy it, right? This is something like Tiss is saying that is way more nefarious than that.
The currency exchange stuff is bad too. That was another thing that was happening because the price of a pack, while in the US costs a certain amount of money, it costs a different amount in a different country. And there were people that were doing exchanges and stuff in order to buy it from other countries in order to get reduced price. And that was also something that was done potentially through a third party. Some people did it on their own with using a VPN and spoofing a IP from a different country. But the one that you're talking about, and I think we've talked about it on the stream before. I don't remember for sure, but I think we did. Basically, they were basically giving their account to somebody else in order to use gift iTunes cards that were eventually found to be illegitimate. So it's basically fraud through a third party.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they're cracking down. I mean, they're doing something, and I'm sorry if you're cheating, then I know I always joke, say if you're not cheating, you're not trying. You are. If you're not cheating, you are really not trying. But then again, you got to take responsibility for your actions, and if you're cheating, and you get caught, then you're el stupido grande. And
I misinterpreted the rules.
yeah, my ass. Enjoy not playing anymore on that account. So, I got no sympathy for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's essentially what it is. And it's different than what's going on with tournaments, right? Tournaments was APK hacking. I don't know if there is any way for them to figure out whether or not somebody is or isn't APK hacking. But it does give a good impression, at least, to the fact that they're trying to stop what they can in terms of cheating. So.
Yeah. Well, they're doing something about it. So, Loki, any thoughts on this between your munchies?
What?
God.
I'm just kidding, man. No, it's it's. I mean, to me, I read the post and it's kind of vague. They just say hacking and cheating. So, I hope it's to. I just hope it's not reactive to the to just the crystal thing, or whatever the exploit was, where they were. I've heard several things as well where it's like they were using stolen gift cards to load your account and what have you with Google Play and maybe iTunes. I don't know. But I just hope it's not reactive to that. I hope it's something that they're doing to prepare for the future content where it sounds like they're going to, and I hate to say it again, but the whole Grand Arena is like Tournaments 2.0, right? So I just hope it's to address that kind of hacking and not just the financial side of it. Because to me, if you can't crack down on the actual cheating and hacking that's going to affect the content of the game and the playability, then there's to me there's no point, because you're only banning those that I guess financially gain and game the system that way, but you're not looking into protecting your future content that you're throwing into the game, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I just hope it's a little bit of both, that they're trying to address every side of it.
All right. Anything else you want to cover on this?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty self-explanatory, and that's why we did the word of cheater, not cheater, karma, because of the cheating as our word of the day. So that's pretty much it.
All right, so let's go on to the next post, and that will be the road ahead. The lovely Tits, if you could read, please.
Sure. 11-9 by CG Carey. Hello, Holotable Heroes. You've been asking where is the road ahead, and here it is. We are very excited to share the roadmap for the next couple of months. So without further ado, the new feature is the Grand Arena. The big feature announcement to round out the year is the Grand Arena. Currently, you could be the best player in your server and dominate the PvP arena, or you can be part of the best guild and defeat other guilds in territory wars. However, when we look forward at what we'd like this game to be in the future, a big part of our vision is to answer questions like, who is the greatest player in all of Star Wars TM Galaxy of Heroes? Who is the greatest player in all of the galaxy?
Tits.
While we're still... While we're still a few steps away from that future, we are excited to announce the first step towards that vision, which begins with the opportunity to play PvP across servers. Here's a little about what you can expect in the Grand Arena. At the beginning of the Grand Arena event, you'll be matched with 7 other players from across the game who have a galactic power score very similar to your own. In the first round, you'll be matched up against a random player from your group to essentially fight a mini territory war. Then you'll then set up defenses to defend your own territories as well as attack your opponent's territories in an attempt to overcome their defenses. You'll earn banners for successfully attacking and defeating an opponent's territory as well as defending your own territory. At the end of the battle, whoever has earned the most banners will be the winner. Each round, you'll be matched with other players who have the same win-loss record as you, and you'll never fight the same opponent twice in a Grand Arena event. You'll earn special rewards after each offensive battle you complete, and at the end of each of the 3 rounds, and a final set of rewards at the end of the event based on your standing in the 8-player group. We hope you're excited to have the opportunity to show your expertise in the Grand Arena and look forward to sharing more details and the release scheduled in the coming weeks. For your convenience, we'll track all communication about the Grand Arena here, and they post a link. and the mega thread. Do you guys want to talk about that and then go to the next, or?
Yeah, I just gotta figure out why somebody else is doing dishes on my stream.
Yeah, for real, right? We
Well,
hello.
No. I have one reason to be on this stream, and that's to do dishes. And I heard somebody is trying to take my role. Unacceptable.
Well, he's here. You guys fight it out. He's doing dishes.
If you fight, can we film it?
Yeah.
That's Dark Soul Lampshade, here to regain his throne.
Yeah, his honor has been questioned
stream
by
dish
Sir
maker
Loki,
or something.
yeah.
Hey, just for the record, I'm about to do dishes, and I've got twice as many dishes as Loki, and mine come out twice as good. Just saying.
Loki, I would like to hear the riposte on this, Loki.
I have a cool washing machine. That's what I'd use.
Oh yeah, well I'm a down.
Wait, you put your dishes in a washing
kind of
machine?
Yeah. It's,
You need dishwasher.
That's some half-baked shit right there.
Look, I never thought I'd tell this to anyone, but you smoking entirely too much weed.
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
a good too,
It's
man.
like
Holy
dude on the
crap.
couch.
You know what? Why does it not? I can see Loki doing that too. It's like, what's the point? You can just do it all at once. You throw your clothes in, you throw your dishes, everything clean at once.
No, wait a minute. Wait.
You didn't know that.
Hold the phone a second.
It's a
hold.
dishwashing machine. Come on. I mean, they have those things where you're at, right?
Well, yeah, but you said
Okay.
washing machine, so we didn't know if you were getting your clothes in the dishwasher. And I mean, I don't know. Washing machines might get your dishes extremely clean. I don't know everything.
Or you can put your clothes in the dishwashing machine, man.
You could. That's how you should wash your baseball caps.
Dual purpose.
Yeah, there. See, your whites will never be whiter.
You are
Now,
just
Dark Lord
hurting my
Lampshade, I have a
soul hearing
question.
all this.
Wait a minute. So for ever, you've not been on no time. As soon as you hear someone doing dishes on the stream, you magically pop up.
Yeah, you
This
think
is
I
a
don't
goddamn conspiracy. Finn, what the hell did you do?
He
Ben
has
did
to keep
nothing.
his
I just-
mantle
I
as
dishes and I
RSG
got
dishwasher.
I think we've been set up, Loki.
See, you don't invite me out. You stop paying for my dinners, and
I never did that,
This is
for
how
the
you
record.
repay me.
Yeah, I
this
never
is how
did
you
that.
repay me.
Yeah, I never repaid you because I never
Well,
paid you.
just because we went out to dinner and I paid for
You
my
didn't
own
do
dinner.
a
doesn't
damn
mean-
thing.
Well, I just imagined that you would have paid for my dinner, even though I covered it.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, you and imaginary me. Hopefully, I looked nice, imaginary me, when we went out to dinner. That would not happen. So,
Did you leave a tip?
yeah,
It's never just a tip.
Well, for
He never
Ranger,
just
if it makes you feel any better, with Ranger, it's just the tip.
Never.
No, I'm afraid not.
And on that note, I heard that there's some new Siths in town. Oh my goodness!
Well, we
Sounds
haven't
like
got to
there's a
that.
bunch of new.
Can we just do our show like we normally do, Dark Lord Lena? If you'd like to stay on and go through when we get to that part, you can participate and chime in. But we don't just jump to other crap because you say it.
Man,
See,
I
that's-
tell you
that's
what,
the
I go
secret
on one
of the-
international trip, and I've been chatting with
Oh, really?
GT and you guys within the matter of like 24 hours of each other.
Where were you at?
I was in Romania, then I was in
Oh.
Holland, then I was
Oh.
in UK.
Nice.
Yeah, I missed out. I meant to reach out to some of our UK friends out there, but I was too busy. But I did make it to a Chelsea game, so.
Oh, there you go. Don't let Mike hear that. Oh boy.
Oh no, Chelsea! It's the only team in London.
I thought it was the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, Finn, you. God. All right, let's continue on, Tits, because
So the question was, how do you guys feel about the Grand Arena?
I want to hear what Loki has to say. Well, we've already said our piece. What do you think, Tits?
Honestly, I think you know how I feel about it.
Well, no, I asked you because I want you to express
We've
your
already
opinion.
discussed my flailing interest in the game lately, and it's just one other thing that I need to worry about. I mean, I don't mean to rant, but honestly, I enjoyed this game because it was a quick on, quick off. I didn't spend as much time as I did on other games that took hours and hours to actually play competitively, and this one is just kind of more and more of a time suck to me. So, I mean, it's cool. I don't have to play it, so that's fine. It's not like I have to play this to keep up in any way, so that's okay. So It's kind of just there. I may or may not play it. We'll see.
Loki.
Sign up. So I'm in the same boat as you, Tits. You know that I'm not really that interested so much in arena and stuff anymore. But all you have to do is sign up, because you get put into a pool of 8 people and you get something for being 8th.
Are you forced to sign up, or do you not have to sign up?
You don't have to sign up, but there's no reason why you shouldn't sign up, because it's free
you
loot.
can just sign up and come in last place and you still get something.
You don't have to do anything. Like, you can put some teams on defense if you want and just leave it.
My question is, how is it going to work as far as when is the sign up? Is it at a certain time every day? Is it just whenever they decide to start it? Because then that's another thing I got to remember to check in to sign up. So
here is what it appears to be, because we don't have like the full details, right? There's 3 rounds, and with each round you'll need at least 1 to set your defenses and 1 to do your attack, right? So with 3 rounds, that automatically takes up 6 days. And then there's 1 day it appears to be that there's going to be in order for a sign-up phase or something like that, right? Just like your territory wars, there's probably a prep phase in order just to sign up. Then you have the defense, and then you have the attack phase for each of the different rounds. So it looks like each Grand Arena thing will go on for a week. But in that week, all you'll need to do is log in on the first day in order to sign up. So there's 24 hours for that. And then 3 times during the remaining 6 days, you have to log in 1 time and just throw things on defense.
So
that's pretty much it.
The problem, though, is that, yes, we don't have to play it. We can just go in and zero reg, if you will. But the thing is, if you want to stay competitive in the game, it's going to give these great rewards that everybody else is going to get and you're not going to. So whether you want to do it or not, you're kind of forced, because it's a shame not to get those rewards. So you're thinking to yourself, oh, I really should play this because they're free rewards. But then that's another time suck that you're forced to do to just stay with the rest of the pack. You know,
TW, how do you feel about the difference in rewards between losing and winning a TW? Do you think it's a major difference?
Not at my level, because we get 2 Zetas. I mean, so that's
I think
fine,
it's going to be the same way with this, right? Even if you look at the other categories, right, there's not a huge difference between the winner and the loser, except for really low, where with the winning you can get a Zeta and with the losing you don't. But in all the other ones, like the difference between winning and losing is really not there, and it's kind of that competitiveness that drives territory wars for the most part. And I have a feeling that the mini territory war, as they call it, or the Grand Arena, is also going to be predicated on having more of that competitive spirit driving you to do more battles than it is going to be the reward. Because I'll tell you right now, your point about it being a time sink, if there is a major gap in rewards as a result of it, then it's going to be a problem. If they give an advantage to getting first over 8th, but the difference isn't so huge that you need like 4 months in order to see the difference, kind of like we see with territory wars with that additional Zeta, you really don't see it until like 3 months or so, because in a given month there's only like 5 territory wars, which means that you'll get 5 extra Zeta mats, and that you only see after 4 months manifest as a full Zeta difference.
Well, the problem is too, we just don't have enough information about what this is all going to tell, so we're kind of speculating again until we get more.
I'll just say it this way, though. If they make the gap in the rewards difference, that's going to cause problems. We have to see what the rewards are going to be.
Huge. Darklands, Shay, you don't care about anything. What do you think about this?
Well, that's the thing. I'm going to have to go with Miss McVenom as well, just because I've been in the game since day one.
Birth.
And I've seen all kinds of things, and I've been, one in PvP, and I've been, down in the bottom and worked my way back up, and vice versa. But as the game's progressing, the competitive edge or something like this, like the fun factor, I don't see the fun factor in one more of something similar to what we have. And like you said, yeah, there could be more information coming out that could make it a little bit more exciting. But right now it feels like my first impression when I was reading it was, oh my goodness, no way. Like,
for real.
I enjoy the community and I enjoy the events. I think I get more out of, even if it's just a partial character, just kind of reading in some of the stories as they go through, you only get 3 to 4 shards and whatnot, and then you got to work the rest after they come back out to free to play. But some of that content and some of the little stories and the one-liners seems more fun to me than having to do kind of a, hey, instead of a guild-wide PvP, you get to do a personal PvP. It just sounds like a whole lot more work, and I've already have to do mods and my sets and switch my maybe a whole different strategy. And then where I was enjoying a lot of that strategy to build out, how does our whole team work together to build out this territory war to, okay, so now you've done it as a team, now just do it yourself, and then switching more mods. To me, I would have rather had, another raid or something like that would have been more beneficial to me as a player, because that's more fun than doing something by myself for another PvP type stuff. But hey, there are people who love it, and there's people who love the PvP side of it. So, I think that's definitely a pro for those people who do love the PvP side. It's just, for me, as a longtime player, I'm not feeling it.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next thing. See how we feel about the next thing. Tits, if you would, please.
Sure. Okay, next new feature is the player-controlled payout time zone changes. The single most common quality of life request we've heard in recent months is to allow player-controlled payout time zone changes. Like the server sharding system, this was a feature that worked for a time. But we recognize you live all over the world, lead complicated lives, and that forced 6 p.m. in the time zone you originally logged in on has been a great inconvenience for many of you. To help with this, we have introduced the ability to change payouts up to 2 times a year. The timer starts when you change your time zone. The ability will be otherwise unbound, so watch out, all of you in Alaska and Greenland. There are probably hordes of people coming for your time zone. In conjunction with Shardless 1 versus 1 PvP, this begins to give you all opportunities to explore competition outside of your shards, and we are excited about that.
I gotta say, folks, I like this.
Yeah, I do too.
I like this a lot. I think the fact that they recognize that certain time zones just don't work for people at all times, or, they get it. They finally get it, and I'm glad that they're giving people an opportunity. And it's something you can't abuse. You get, 2 a year? Especially if you say you have a job that travels a lot and things of that nature. I'm a big fan of this. Is there anybody here that does not like this? I think we all kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
Finn doesn't care. All right, let's go on to the next stuff.
I'll just say, and I've said this before, right? I've been one to say that I hate the time, and it's like family time and dinner time and all of that, right? The only thing, and I'll kind of say this on the opposite side, although I do like it, but just to make a point that I've made before, is when we signed up for the game, we basically knew what the arena time was, right? We played this game knowing full well when Squad Arena was starting. And it's no surprise that it's been continuing on at that time, and it's still annoying, so I'm glad they're changing something.
Yeah, this could help you out, Finn, where you can set it to a different time, so that's not
actually,
for you.
Here's what's going to happen, and this is just going to be one of the unfortunate parts. Let's just take Eastern Time Zone, because I know there are a lot of servers that are overly populated in U.S. Eastern Time Zone, right? So, what is the time zone where people are least likely to move into?
Middle of the night.
Well, Eastern Time Zone, right? Most people know that the Eastern Time Zone is overly filled.
Right.
And so, you're going to have the least amount of people probably moving into that Eastern Time Zone. Which time zone is going to have the most people moving out? Probably the Eastern Time Zone, because you're going to have the highest number of people there, so they're hoping for a payout that's less. So potentially, the ones that are in the best position at the end of this musical time zones is going to be the Eastern Time Zone, because they have the people that are looking to move the most, and they're also going to have the least amount of people looking to come into the time zone. And so it's important that you coordinate with the people that are in your arena shard. I'm trying to get a spreadsheet and everything up for my arena shard right now, so we can kind of coordinate where people are going to move when this is open. But I don't think people should be that hasty to move on the time zones. I think it's a good thing that they give people this option. I think people should only move, though, if they're feeling the impact in their regular lives, where they just can't make this payout. They shouldn't do it in order to try and get a competitive advantage, because you can potentially screw yourself with the move. Because there's a chance, and I don't know if Bimasu's listening. Yeah, I can see Bimasu's in the chat. So Bimasu's in Hawaii, right? That's probably one of the time zones that people are going to try and shift into, because there's pretty much nobody playing in Hawaii. They have like a population of 5, and one of them is Bimasu. So I mean, that's it. And they're probably not even all the same server.
Bimasu wants tits to come to his time zone.
I would totally go.
Yeah.
No, you
beat
wouldn't.
up
You'd
people
be doing
for
your
me.
arena at midnight. You're moving in the wrong direction.
I would honestly rather do my arena at midnight, because I'm usually, well, sometimes I'm
No,
awake.
you're not. You're an old person.
Oh, snap.
You're asleep at 10:30.
Oh, Rutabaga calling
You
the
know-
female
wow.
old.
You
Finn,
know
you
what
are
is-
mentally
You're in
damaged.
so much trouble,
Yeah.
youngling.
Oh my
So-
God.
Anywho, Bimasu would probably beat up people for me, so
Yeah,
I would be okay
yes.
with being in Bimasu's
I'm
shard.
beginning
But
to
I
feel
am
the
honestly
Mafia
thinking
family coming
about
through.
moving, because my shard payout is right around getting off work time and getting home, driving, getting dinner. It's just really awkward.
So now,
Right.
now you
So
can,
then
now you
you'd
can
be
pick a better
moving,
time.
and then Eastern might end up empty. It's just, you don't know how it's going to work if you try to shift for anything other than this time is inconvenient for me. The ones that are, I think, going to have the biggest issue are the ones that are moving because my payout is too crowded. Well, you're moving because your payout is crowded, and people aren't going to be moving into your time zone because they know it's too crowded.
All
So
right.
Eastern may end up being like the
All right.
wizard.
Yeah,
Old.
oh my God. All right, we've covered this way too long.
So just
Damn it, old man Finn.
Sheldon, hey, Sheldon, just
Yeah,
make
know,
us a
I'm just
chart and
cautioning
we'll
people
walk.
not
We'll
Just
look at
make
it
your
later.
damn little spreadsheet.
Make a chart
I'm
or
making,
something.
okay.
Make a graphic. We'll
And
talk
apparently
about
I
it
need to
later.
hire security.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Tits,
I-
if you would please
I've
continue.
got an opinion too, if you
Oh.
want to hear.
Oh, God. Okay, sure, Dark Lord Lampshade. Please, what is your opinion?
It's neat. I think it's a cool concept. That's about all I got.
I hate you. Let's move on, please, Tits.
What about Loki?
Loki's eating.
Yeah, he didn't care.
I know nobody can see this other than you guys, but I thought I'd show Loki how to do this correct. Oh, that is a pretty countertop. I'm very impressed.
What the hell is the hell are we doing?
Lampshade is washing dishes.
What
and
are we?
Loki
Why am I seeing Lampshade doing dishes?
And he actually has the same countertop as Lampshade.
My God! Are you still in Houston, Lampshade? I'm gonna kick your. Oh.
Yes, sir. I'm still in Houston, and I'm apparently doing a dine and
Those
dash.
are
at,
those are pretty nice.
he
Is
and
that
some
marble?
I have the same countertops,
Those are
dude.
nice. Those are nice. Yeah, I like that. There's a little marble action going on there. Little Roman kind of feel to it. I like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, it's a new house. Been in here about 3 months. So,
Okay.
you know,
There we go.
yeah.
All right. Okay, this is boring. Let's move on to the next subject, please.
Okay. Next road ahead is Kotor Companions.
Ooh.
With the release of Jedi Knight Revan, we brought one of the most often requested characters into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The excitement in the community has been palpable for weeks.
Keep
That's
reading.
one way to describe it.
Just keep
And
reading.
watching many of you join forces to solve the reveal cipher was a truly special moment for the game team to
I
watch.
do give him that one. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, we're excited to continue the celebration of the 15th anniversary of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic with additional companions in the coming weeks. Keep an eye out for upcoming announcement about which Old Republic era characters are coming to the holotable next.
We will get to that when we get to them. All right, continue on.
New content, original trilogy. To round out the year, we're going to continue our exploration of the original trilogy universe. While we've dipped into this era previously, there are still so many iconic characters and ships that we want to bring to the game from this time period. You can definitely count on some teases and puzzles from the Crumb in the coming months. Stay tuned. Third anniversary of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And last but certainly not least, a special note from CG Carey. 3 years ago, we started an amazing journey that, thanks to you, continues to this day. We are so incredibly grateful to all of you for continuing to be members of the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. We've always thought of you guys like a massively multiplayer online community and want to honor the investment you've continued to make in our game and team. We have some gifts and events planned for everyone to celebrate with us. We will share more details closer to the start of the event. I look forward to the next 3 years as the stories we have to tell continue to unfold. But more importantly, please know that the things you all do within the game continue to astound and impress us. We hope you've enjoyed this peek into the future of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and wish you the best of luck on the holotables.
Carrie's so smooth. It's not even. She's goddamn smooth. Ah.
But do we really think, just something of note, do we really think it has another 3 years?
Hey, who knows?
I'm just curious what you guys think.
We don't know. We just don't know. We'll see what happens. But
So games sometimes, and it may not be the direction this one goes, but there's a lot of games that if one game like this, for example, starts to get to the point where the power creep gets too much, they just remake the same game and basically get you to start over.
Yeah, that will not be.
So
happening.
they could come out with something similar to, let's just call it Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes 2, and just change something, better graphics, like they make it more 3D-ish, right? And you basically just go down the same path again.
They'll call it Star Wars Galaxy of Other Heroes, Finn.
So, I mean, it's possible they could do something along those lines as well, but we'll see.
And when you open the game, you get the first character is, oh, look, you just unlocked not the Darth Vader. Oh, not the Darth Vader. Whee!
Well,
Not
they
that
can cover the Gungan Wars here soon enough.
I mean, you know.
Oh, God. They'll start you off with Gungans instead of Tuskens. That's going to be like the main difference between the new one and the old one. Darth Jar Jar is the equivalent of Tusken Shaman.
Well, at this rate, if this game thinks it's got another 3 years, I mean, Affinity's got me locked in for life. So to 3 more years.
No, you know.
More Gungans.
Misa-like. All right.
Wasa, you know, like a trades for Annie's.
The planet core.
That was Watto. That wasn't even a Gungan.
What are you talking about?
That's of course it was Watto. Nobody wants to talk Gungans. Not even Gungans want to talk Gungans.
Ranger went Gungan, and Lampshade went Watto.
Oh yeah, he went to.
It's all fair game. You were dinging half of the stream, so let's just.
Oh
let's just not point
he did.
fingers
Oh no,
here.
he didn't. All right, let's move on to.
I think Miss Venom's coming to the Dark Lamp side.
That's Miss Mick Venom to you, Mr. Fancy Pants. All right,
okay.
Let's go
What's
to
next?
yeah. Well, that's who's next is really what the next post is. Their tits. We had this puzzle, and I think the community figured it out. It said Finn is stupid. I was pretty amazed that's what it said.
It says I blame Finn.
Yeah,
says.
IBLAMEF. Oh well, we need more.
That would be the greatest post ever by Crumb. I'm just going to have to say that right now. If he puts out a whole mystery and all it does is say, I blame Finn, I think that would be the greatest clue of all time. And that would be your hint that Midriff Padme is coming in. Because there is no character I want in the game more than Midriff Padme. So if Midriff Padme is coming to the game, just make a whole clue, Crumb, that just says, I blame Finn. In some kind of weird symbols and everything in Orabesh, and they have to translate it. Just I blame Finn.
So if that happens, I demand that the illustration for your little avatar for our group gets changed to an Ewok with a midriff.
Midriff Wicket. I can do that. I will go.
That's
with
the most
Wicket.
disgusting, horrifying thing I've ever heard. Both you shut your pie holes.
Dress up as Pooh Bear with no pants, so at least this gives him a midriff and pants. I'm trying to help work with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Embrace.
So.
So they figured out the puzzle, and we'll get to that next because what's next on the agenda there, Tits or Finn or whoever?
Ye old meta report.
Oh, good, the meta report. Hey, brought to you today by Dark Lord Lampshade Cat Food. If you've got a cat, by golly, then you know Dark Lord Lampshade Cat Food is the best in the business. Made out of horse and raccoon meat, the best in the business. Dark Lord Lampshade Cat Food, guaranteed to make your cat fat and lazy like him.
I have to throw a shout out to Harry Carey and that ad. I will buy that cat food any day of the week now.
It's a good call, because if you chose something else, I'd come at you hard. I'd hit you so hard you thought that you'd been born again Christian. Hey, Dr. Finn, what's happening to the meta report?
I don't know anymore.
If you came up with that on the fly, I quit.
Carrie does this every single
He
week.
does
sure
it every
do.
time on the fly like that.
It's awful.
He's
Hey!
Okay. So
Hey,
channeling him.
Hey,
actually.
Tits,
We have-
Dark Lord Jedi wannabe Revan is taking over the meta. Your thoughts?
not terribly unexpected.
Your name's
right?
not Tits, Finn. I asked the lovely lady, not the mongoloid idiot who doesn't respond to anything. Tits!
I really expected it. I knew it was coming. I'm holding top 50 right now, and I'm able to beat the lower end of the top 50 that are Revens right now. I'm sure they probably haven't geared. They're working on their gear still. But I'm still fairly easy. It's easy to beat them with my Treya team. So I don't know. I'm kind of expecting it. I'm sure I'll get pushed out eventually when everybody gets in the top 50 gets Revan. So we'll just see.
Yeah, percentage-wise and everything in comparison to last week, they're all roughly the same. Talzin and Bastila switch positions. That's like kind of the only thing, but they're kind of in the lower end anyways. And both the Revan and the Treya numbers increased slightly from last week. And so you see a little bit more shift towards the top. More people probably gearing up Revan after they got him. A few more people unlocking Treya. So you just see a little bit more on the heavy side of Revan and Treya, which is pretty much what you expect at this point. So nothing super unusual.
Let's go to the Zeta report. I'm bored. Hey,
Okay.
Dr. Finn, why don't you tell us some random character no one gives a crap about where they're at with their Zeta ranking?
Well, let's not go with a random character. Let's look where Rose Tico is.
That's pretty random to me. No one cares about her.
Well, 'cause I'm getting ready to Zeta her.
That's a good call. You're adding to the pain.
Yeah. So, Rose Tico is on page 5, and she is number 5 on the lowest Zetas, behind Young Lando, Bodhi Rook, and Bastila and Candra's Ordo that was just released. So really, she's number 3. Well, I don't want to Zeta her. Damn you, Rose Taco.
Rose Taco is a saint among saints.
He is really.
There's no one better than Rose Taco. Shut up, Finn. Give that man a Budweiser. Budweiser Beechwood Age, served in a metal can. Why? Because Finn hates metal cans.
His teeth and lips are sensitive. Leave him alone.
That's right. He drinks everything with one of those paper straws. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Could you imagine Finn drinking beer from a straw?
Yes, I can.
I can't too. That's the sad.
I'm always
Why?
I'm checking his
I
man points all the
can
time.
imagine it.
I'm so gonna drink beer out of a straw when I go out with you guys in Disney.
Well, not in my presence. I will use you as a.
The only time it's acceptable to drink beer out of straw is if it's in one of those hats that has the curly cues that lead down to your mouth.
No, Tits, that's wrong. There's no
Yeah,
good
they're
time
wrong.
to be drinking.
I want one so
God
bad.
made cans to drink beer out of. It's the good Lord's intention to get drunk through metal poisoning. Alright, this is boring. Let's move on. Remember, today's show brought to you by Dark Lord Lampshades Cat Food. Made with all the disgusting meat you find in hot dogs. But I love hot dogs, so I'm confused. Comes the win. Let's move on.
Oh my god.
All right, content update. This is from 11/14 from SB Chrome. Hi, Holotable Heroes. Here's all the new content you'll find after today's update on the 14th. Once revered by the Jedi for her legendary battle meditation, Bastila Shan fallen, has forsaken her old order and now serves Darth Malak.
She did.
By giving into the dark side, Bastila now uses wild lightning and fear against her enemies. With her corrupted battle meditation, Bastila prevents her enemies from being as effective in combat. Also making his way onto the holotables is Canderous Ordo, a Mandalorian who turned to mercenary work once his nation was defeated by the Galactic Republic. With the Mandalorians scattered across the galaxy, Canderous eventually reached Taris and was employed by a local crime lord before joining Revan. This Mandalorian attacker can bring the strongest tanks to their knees. So the new characters, again, are Bastila Shan and Canderous Ordo. Legends of the Old Republic. So these are the events that are coming. Legends of the Old Republic. Turn to the dark side and Fallen Bastila Shan's marquee event. Earn Fallen Bastila Shan's shards and learn about her new dark side abilities by completing each tier of her marquee event. Event begins on the 15th. Let's see. Legends of the Old Republic. 7. Yeah. Join forces with Canderous Ordo and escape Taris.
Oh.
Event begins on the 16th. And then they have the packs and bundles.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Same packs and
Always
bundles.
do we really want to read through all those? Yeah, no. Is there any of the packs that we're looking at that, I mean, they're just the same thing, right?
The packs are standard, yeah. They're
know,
pretty
so-
standard packs.
The only thing I want is the ability materials pack that's
read
coming
about
out.
that. Yes, read about that.
It's
one.
just the same thing. Abilities
Yeah.
material pack, mega pack is back in the store for a very limited time. The pack will grant at least 9 omegas and 20 MK3 ability materials, and may grant up to 25 omegas and 50 MK3 ability materials.
That's only if you're Loki.
Yeah.
The rest of
Yeah,
it,
but
like
it's no
me,
decent purchase.
I actually have gotten a 25.
I
one.
have never.
I've gotten it once, so
I don't buy it, so.
Yeah, I've seen
it was worth the crystal save up for me.
Mm,
They also have the mod salvage mega
Sure.
pack, and
mhm.
then there's a bunch of fixes.
Yeah, a bunch of fixes, which you can read yourself. We're not having the lovely tits read that kind of stuff.
Oh, thank
A lot
you.
of fixes, so they're working hard to keep the game going. So,
Well,
what?
there is a bug that
What?
they're fixing that's of importance,
Oh,
I think.
Fix your bug, Finn. How dare you?
It's a Revan bug. So they fixed a bug where Jedi Knight Revan's strategic advantage would not call an assist when targeting an ally with plague. So it used to be that if there was a plague on someone and you called them for an assist, it wasn't working. So now they fixed that. So Night Sisters potentially
They're dead.
got I'm not going to say a nerf because it doesn't appear that it was working as intended, but Night Sisters may have it slightly more difficult than what they had it previously against Revan, because they were limited on what they could call because of plague.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right, Tits, are you ready for these 2 reveals?
Sure.
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound very exciting. Shit.
I mean,
I'll read them then. God.
yeah,
damn,
you
God,
read them. I just can't muster excitement over
Tits, do you need a
more
hug?
characters.
Do you need a hug? How about a hot?
Maybe.
How about a hot?
Maybe
How about a
need
hot?
a hug
about a
with
hot-
a shot? Maybe. I don't
How
know.
about a hot pocket, Tits? They're delicious.
You know what I need? I need what Kazakaji just said. Question:
It's
Could y'all have a-
Kazakagi. Could you pronounce it right? He didn't go to.
Kazakaji.
He didn't go to Kage school for 5 years. So he didn't
Kaji.
butcher his name.
Kazakaji too easy. Can
That's-
we all have a
that's
drinking
wrong
contest
again.
when we go to Disney? Yes.
Oh
we
hell
can.
yeah! We're gonna get tore up. I'm gonna use Mickey Mouse as my punching bag.
We'll go to Epcot and go to Germany and.
I call referee.
No, Finn, you're gonna be getting drunk with us, drinking beer through a straw.
Referee,
No, there's no such thing as a referee. What's wrong with you?
if you're having a contest, you have to.
No, Finn, you'll be a part of it. I'd rather have Tits be the judge and referee than you get away from drinking and getting out of.
Referee.
Yeah, I'd rather that
Yeah,
happen too.
I think so. Yeah, we're gonna
I'll catch up later.
just prepare yourself, Mr. Finnadoodle, to be inebriated after our run. Not before the run, but after the run. Yeah, game on.
Referee.
Oh, Christ. All right, next. We've got the big kit reveals for Bastila Shan Fallen. This is actual canon from after they found the 4th map for the Star Force. She's captured and she's taken to Malak, tortures her for a week, and she becomes Darkseid. She becomes evil, and then Revan revives her back to her normal state. They get married and have a kid. Isn't that nice, Tits?
It is lovely. It's a
Okay.
lovely story.
It's a very lovely story. I wrote that.
It is.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
when people go bad, then they get redeemed,
Yeah.
and then they possibly go bad again.
Okay. Unit name Basilisk Sean. Fallen. Alignment Dark Side. Categories Sith and Republic support. Can we get rid of those last two? I just want Sith. God.
Hey, real quick, I was
Oh,
reading.
yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was reading that unit fix thing. So what's a Sith Commando?
I don't know.
Sith Commando, I believe, is the Spider-Man looking NPC in those events.
Mm-hmm.
Those Old Republic events that we were doing. I believe the Commando is the one that looks like Spider-Man, like it's all red. It's really cool looking.
Okay.
So it's an NPC fix. It's not a character that we have in, not one of our characters. They may release it, but it's just the NPC.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on.
No, you're fine, Loki. Anything
all
else?
good.
Anything else, Loki, we can help you with, little pooper?
No, I'm good. I'm just
Okay,
cooking
go.
steak. Right?
Okay, cook your steak and make sure you clean your dishes. Lampshades doing the same thing. Let's see here. Wait, did you say steak?
I am cooking a steak. Yeah.
Nice. So
He put a picture in Skype.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to do the stream. I can't have fun like you turds. All right.
Ding.
Let's see here. Categories Sith. I already read that. Strong Sith support who inflicts a large number of debuffs, including shock, stun, and corrupted battle meditation. Abilities. Basic Sith Assault. Final text. Deals special damage to target enemy and inflict ability block for 1 turn. This attack deals 10% more damage and has a plus 10 critical chance for each active Sith ally. Special 1. Wild Lightning. Final text. Deals special damage to target enemy and shock them for 3 turns. If the target already had shock, deal bonus special damage to all other enemies. This bonus damage can't be countered. This attack can't be evaded. Ooh. Fear. Final text. Stun target enemy for 1 turn with an 80% chance to stun another random enemy. Can't be evaded. When each of these stuns expire, inflict offensive down, defensive down, evasion down, speed down, expose and stagger for 2 turns. These effects can't be resisted. Unique 1, Corrupted Battle Meditation. Final text. At the start of Basilisk's turn, all enemies lose 3% turn meter doubled against non-Jedi and non-Sith and are inflicted with Corrupted Battle Meditation for 1 turn. Then she recovers 1% protection for each debuff on enemies. Corrupted Battle Meditation, minus 30% critical chance and 30% counter chance, double against non-Jedi and non-Sith. Unique 2, Sith Apprentice. Final text. Zeta. Basilisk and the character in the leader slot have 50% defense and tenacity and gain foresight for 1 turn at the start of the battle. If Basilisk's leader is Sith, whenever an enemy is inflicted with Death Mark, Marked, or Shock, they both gain 5% offense, stacking up to 100% for the rest of the battle. This ability does not apply to characters in the ally slot. And you can see the team that they recommend. This is the wrong team to be running. Basilisk, yes, but not the lead. And then Palpatine, yes. Nihilus, yes. Siren, yes.
I would say no to that too, but
I would put Shreya in there as the lead. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay.
Traya, Cylon, Nihilus, Thrawn, and Bastila.
No, you put goddamn Palpatine in there and you get rid of that Revan.
I would not touch Palpatine.
Well,
because
that's you don't care, Finn, so no one wants to listen to you. Stop caring, Finn. You gave up on what you believed in. So what's the team you're running, Finn? You said Thrawn?
Yep. So Traya, Scion,
Right.
Nihilus, Thrawn, and Bastila.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But no Palpatine.
No Palpatine.
Okay.
I'm not running Palpatine now. We've had this discussion.
I know,
run
but I
Trooper
like
instead of
Palpatine. You don't. All right. Let's
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to
I
someone
like the
who
Trooper
actually
better
knows
for
what
the
they're
additional kind of taunt and everything. It gives a little more protection for me.
So, Loki, what do you think of this new Bastila, the fallen version of her?
I don't know. I like that. I can see why they did the whole synergy map with Palpatine.
Well, yeah,
I guess it's because she does a lot of debuffs. But I'm kind of with Finn on it. I think Palpatine's super squishy now. He gets taken out pretty quick. I think Traya lead's probably the only way to go.
Yeah, it's gonna make Traya amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, I wish I'd like to drop Thrawn just for for Sith Trooper, so she gets a little more out of her basic and the other Sith synergies. But it's hard to drop Thrawn, man. He's just that good.
Yes.
Yeah, he's super good.
I rely on him so much with that Sith team.
You just want to see him naked. Get out of here, Jason.
I do. I do enjoy watching him move
out,
as well.
yeah.
But I mean,
Ding.
Don't worry.
but really though,
You see how low her voice got when she said that? That was amazing. She was like, "Yeah, I love." I was like, "God
Don't
damn!"
worry.
Tits.
If they ever cast Cumberbatch as Thrawn,
Oh, fit.
Crush will be right along with you.
Yeah, Ouchie and Tits will die on sight. Like they'll
Love
just
them.
stroke out. Yeah.
But no, so the way that I see usually the teams playing out, you fracture Revan, you isolate Grandmaster Yoda, and the Revan team is basically halted, right? Because you prevent the buffs from kind of spreading, you prevent Revan from doing a lot of things, which he's just nasty with his abilities, right? And so you just you're buying time for Nihilus' Annihilate in order to come up to slowly start taking out Revan, and then you can take out Jolie, and then you can take out whoever else, right? So the Sith Trooper I like because it just protects my Thrawn and my Traya a little bit, and so it's just an additional taunt. But with the new Bastila, with her unique in particular, where she now is going to give Traya an additional 50% defense, right? So now she's getting even less damage. Plus, if you put a crit avoidance arrow on her, plus her as leader ability, so she's going to get an additional 40% crit avoidance. Plus, if Bastila goes, now all enemies are getting that corrupted battle meditation, which means they now have another 30% crit avoidance. You are now at 100% damage, or 100% crit avoidance on your Traya. And chances are they're not changing the way that Marked is going to work. So Marked is going to end up with Traya, and so everyone is going to be attacking Traya, and she now has 100% or less counter chance, right? So with all of that, I mean, she's going to be pretty nasty with all of that. With the reduced counter chance, with the reduced crit chance, I mean, it's effectively she can't be crit on anymore. And you can just load her up with damage and Traya won't die. All you need her to do is isolate Yoda.
Do you think this is a direct response to what Revan does?
If it is, it's sad. Look, so we still have to test it, right? We don't have the Game Changers don't have the beta account, so we don't see any actual play, right? I'll be looking for gameplay videos tomorrow for people.
Well, yeah, we're doing Miss's stream tomorrow, so.
Is Miss gonna wail out on Bastila though?
Well, he's got his account where he can wail out on her. Remember, he's got the other account, so we can.
Yeah. So the thing I want to see is one is Fallen Bastila going to be viable at 3-star, right? So that's going to be kind of the first question. Will 3-star Bastila work? And looking at her stats, it does seem like it's viable. And like with most of the Traya counters that you use against Revan, all you need Traya to do is kind of withstand the first maybe 2 assaults on Traya. And if Bastila dies, Bastila dies. I don't particularly care. Traya will survive. You get the Isolate on Grandmaster Yoda. You get the Fracture on Revan. You can control the match. So I don't mind if Bastila is a little squishy. So for me, I think just the kit seems to go against Revan. Now there are some things that help with Revan, right? So you have the thing on her Sith Apprentice ability, where if the enemy is inflicted with Death Mark, Marked, or Shock, they both gain 5% offense, right? But everything that she is doing is like Sith oriented, right? So it's dark side. So your leader needs to be a Sith. Do we have any Sith leader right now that does Marked? No, right? The only one that does Mark is Revan. And so the only way you're getting Mark.
What is Lobot? I'll take what's behind Finn's dresser for $300, Alex.
Well, so the fact that they included marked in the description of her
Yeah.
unique, right? Either means one of two things. One, they're trying to get people to use Revan outside of his lead ability, which would be silly as hell because his lead ability is just crazy. Or two, they are planning another Sith that has the marked ability. Right? Because you have Death Mark with Death Trooper, you have Shock with Emperor Palpatine and Dooku, and I think that's it, but there may be another one with Shock that I'm missing. Death Mark is only Death Trooper right now. Marked is only on light side. So what difference does it make if it's a Sith leader? So Malik, potentially, they included Malik in the description in the content update, right? With regards to that. So I think we can... What was that?
Maybe a Darth Revan.
Well, Darth Revan for sure, I think, is going to be coming later. I think sooner than that, though, before they release another Revan, I think Malik is coming. I think that's going to be our character in February. That all of these now Dark Side Old Republic characters are going to lead up to. And so all the Dark Side Old Republic will lead to a Malik, and you'll probably need Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Malik in order to get your Darth Revan, probably maybe the same time next year. October, November 2019, because you'll get Malik in February or something along that timeline. So just that was one of the weird things that I saw, which is that it included marked, but you're not really using Revan outside of his lead ability, so what's the point of that? And so there's probably going to be another one coming. So
well, yeah, the one coming is obvious. I mean, it's obviously going to be Darth Lord Nebbit.
God. Lancey, you're on a goddamn timeout.
Damn it.
Really?
So, I mean, so this is why I like it for anti-Revan, is just because between Trey's lead, a crit avoidance arrow, and corrupted battle meditation, you've effectively given Trey a 100% crit avoidance.
All right.
And that's why I think it's going to be a game changer, potentially. And sad thing is, if you can use a 3-star marquee that comes out a month after Revan is introduced into the game to counter Revan, that may not be so good.
Revan. All right.
It'll be good for the people that can't beat Revan, but
Jay brought up a good February is Sith month.
Ooh.
Darth Malik.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
And Takedown Games, you said who else has Shock? Sass has Shocked, he says.
oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's that shock. Yeah, all dark side. There's no light side that has shocks for sure. And Death Mark is only dark side. Marked is the only one that's light side only. So
the dark side only. All right, let's go to the next one. Next kit reveal is that's a handsome man. You want to read this one, Tits?
Yeah, I actually like this one. Canderous Ordo, Dark Side, Scoundrel, Old Republic, and Attacker.
He has a tattoo.
Powerful. Yeah, he does. Powerful attacker who can make short work of enemy tanks. His basic is Interminable Assault. Interminable Assault.
You had it right the first time. Yeah.
Deal physical damage and attack again. If the enemy had protection before his attack, Canderous attacks for a third time and inflicts tenacity down for 2 turns. His special one is Overwhelming Firepower. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict offense down for 2 turns. This attack ignores defense. Unique one is Mandalorian Veteran. At the start of the battle, Canderous gains 10% health steal and potency for each Old Republic and Scoundrel ally. Whenever Canderous deals damage to an enemy, he inflicts a damage over time effect for 2 turns. The unique 2 is I Like a Challenge. Canderous deals 50% more damage with Interminable Assault and Overwhelming Firepower to enemies who are taunting, death marked, or marked. Whenever an enemy with a damage over time effect is damaged by an attack, Canderous gains 8% turn meter. When an enemy gains taunt or becomes death marked or marked, Canderous gains critical chance up and critical damage up for 2 turns.
So besides being all muscly and looking good, what are your thoughts, Tits?
I like the team the synergies that they have are
kind of unique.
They're unique, and it's something that's not all geared towards all these crazy new hard things to get, and plus I'm already trying to farm Zalbar mission, obviously. So it's a team that I could pull together, and I'm hoping it would be good for something. I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me what it would be good for, but it would just be another team that I could get fairly easily, I would think.
So he is gaining turn meter at a ridiculous pace. With any time an enemy with a damage over time effect is attacked, he gains 8% turn meter, right? I was looking at this squad, and my thoughts went to a different team altogether that I would want to try out with Candra's Ordo. And it actually goes to the bounty hunters, because we're trying to figure out what to do with all these other bounty hunters and potentially starting another team, right? I was actually thinking an IG-88 lead with Candra's Ordo, Zalbar, Mission, and Wampa. The number of dots that you're going to get on this, plus the fact that Mission will support Zalbar, plus the fact that Candra's Ordo is probably going to attack 3 times and give himself 24% turn meter.
Who was the lead on that?
IG-88. Because IG-88's leader makes it so all allies on a crit do added damage over time. So you can stack a bunch of dots simply with IG-88's lead, and you don't even need Vader. And it allows you to kind of create a second team. I've always been, and this may be just me, but I've always been trying to find a way to make use of IG-88's lead, because I think his lead is just awesome with getting all the dots and stuff on targets. The problem is there just hasn't been a good team that utilizes the dots so far. The characters have been Vader, who's good, but then you have characters like Sidious, Wampa, who's good, but then like Tusken Shaman, Gamorrean Guard. I mean, there isn't a lot of good damage over time based characters. Mission and Zalbar kind of changed that.
What the hell is good old Maurice? What the hell is... He just donated $2. Thank you,
So like,
GLN, for that. But he says, "Does this buy me another hot game tip from Lamp?" What the?
give him a hot game tip there,
What the?
Lampshade.
What the?
He needs another hot game tip from Lampshade, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, give him one.
Well, honestly, to not to be joking around, other than having a Nebbit lead to try him out with Cantor, I actually would be curious to try this guy out with kind of. I don't know who I'd put lead as.
Haha! Put Lampshade live on the stream. There he is, everybody. There's Lampshade. What the hell is that in front of you? Is that a cake?
Oh, it's a little cup and a stormtrooper.
My
you have me live
God.
on the stream. Oh shoot!
See what $2 gets you. $2 gets you private time here with Lampshade. So go ahead, good old Maurice.
Yeah.
I like that he's fiddling with a screwdriver too.
Oh,
I am. I was fixing a sink, and going for the no shave Brovember, and but no. Seriously though, I think I would be interested to try this guy with Jango Fett and Boba Fett, just to kind of see. I'm feeling along the same lines Finity is for kind of a bounty hunter type thing, even though. I think he may have some better plays, but I think between Boba Fett and Jango Fett, it'd be really interesting to see kind of getting a Mandalore type squad going and seeing if there's any kind of alliance. And I wouldn't be surprised if something down the line comes through that powers up Mandalores here, especially with some of the news coming out for Disney Plus later on next year in 2019. They said 3 more years, so I would start saying, start working on Mandalores, getting ready for probably this time next year, a big Mandalore push. That'd be my thought, but that's who I'd play with.
Bimatsu just donated $1.99. He said, "University of Hawaii sweatshirt for the win."
Woohoo! Go!
Good old Maurice, I think, is pointing out that Lampshade fiddles with his hair more than McVenom does.
Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody else that is a nervous fidgeter with their hair.
Tits, did you want to get on and fidget with your hair for the
No,
fans?
thank you.
We're live. You can get on Skype. Just show people your hair. Oh, is it still? Is it still the same color?
It's eggplant. Yep.
Yeah. See, come on, Tits.
They'll see it soon enough on the 15th. They have a whole big close-up shot for him.
All right, that's
what
enough of
about-
Lampshade. I can't take anymore. God, I gotta go back.
He's adorable. Lampshade is adorable.
Stop it. If you encourage him, he will never leave, Tits.
Well, we like Lampshade. He shouldn't leave.
We do?
So, what about under like a
Lee
hero
Ranger.
lead? I saw that somewhere about like
Yeah.
when a
So
scoundrel.
he could definitely work under a
Oh,
Kira.
Kira?
Now,
Oh, God.
the only reason why I didn't suggest that, right, is this isn't going to be an arena character. He is definitely not an arena character. What he's going to end up being is a territory war character.
Oh, yes. Very good
Because of his volume of attacks, and he's an attacker, he can work under a Kira lead. The problem is I don't see where his place is under Kira.
one.
Because you could do Kira, Zalbar. So you have the four that are pretty much the group, which is Kira, Zalbar, and Vandor
Mission.
Chewie. And then you either have Mission or Enfys, right? That kind of becomes your core four. Most people in that fifth are trying to go a little tankier and go with like L3, right? So you have another kind of cover for your DPS. You could potentially do Mission and Enfys, but people are now slowly shifting Enfys into their Night Sisters a little bit more whenever they do that. So you do have this potential spot where you can put Canderous Ordo. I just don't think he's the best fit in that.
Well, yeah.
But it could. I'm not saying it won't. He's an attacker. He attacked 3 times. He's going to be hard to get down his protection. But there's not a lot of dots on that team outside of Mission. And so he's not going to power up all that much.
Hey, Goosey, Lucy Caboosey.
Hey, Goosey.
It's been a while. I told she
Yes.
get her butt in here so we can all say hi to. Everyone say hi to Goosey. We love Goosey.
Hi, Goosey.
Hi, Goosey.
Everyone chat, say hi to Goosey.
There we go.
There we go. Show Goosey some love. She's probably working. I didn't ask her.
Yeah, I know.
Poor
She's been
Susie.
busy.
She's been working her butt off. So let's send her some love. All right. So that is the next character. So we'll get him on Friday. And so there you go. All right. So that is all the news. You know what time it is now for? It is time for our Twitter response. Now, Finn, we do Twitter responses differently. Because what we do is we'll get all your Twitter answers. We're going to read them, and we'll have the lovely Tits pick which one she likes the best.
Well, I think the pre-stream people know the way to my heart, so let's hope that they didn't
Well, they didn't.
capitalize on that. And we have like 4 of the same answer. All right, let's go.
All right. So first one. So let me repeat the question too. So the question is, what other Dark Side Old Republic character do you want to see in the game besides Fallen Bastila and Ordo? So first response, Lego Jedi Knight Revan, as there is nothing that can be more Dark Side than adding another version of a fake Jedi.
Oh my god.
I like that one.
All right. Next one. I want Dark Side Refund. Basic ability gives me back money, but we will get a Dark Side ATM which keeps taking my money stacking.
Jesus.
All right, next one. More versions of Revan. Dark Side Revan, Reformed Revan, who we didn't know he was Revan. The list goes.
Reformed Revan.
Next one. Fallen Kit Fisto. When combined with Jedi version, you have a mediocre character. Next one. Darth, what happened to my Clone Wars content?
Surprise, my favorite. Fallen Kit Fisto second.
Oh god.
Okay, I have to read one of these a little bit carefully to make sure I do it right. So next one, because some of these are a little bit longer, so I'll need a minute. But okay, so next one. How old is Jar Jar? Next one. Jolie Findo.
What?
That's me.
I
Apparently,
know, but I'm like, why?
So
Totally
you can
don't
blame
wanna
the
see
game
that
for
one.
putting him in the game.
Oh my god.
You just say, "Damn it, Findo." All right, next one. In honor of Thanksgiving, they should bring Darth Tom the Turkey. His Zeta ability is an AoE that shoots stuffing at the other team, stunning them.
We just got $1.99 from Zoe Faye said, bathrobe refund Raiders mount up.
Zoe is crazy.
Yes, he is.
He's crazy.
Next
I
one.
like him, but he's crazy.
Next one, Darth Luke Skywalker. If CG can just make up crap, so can I.
Oh my god.
Damn. Wow.
I actually love that one. That's funny.
Okay. Next one. I just need Mara J, damn it. That's it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's true. Next one, Jedi Knight Malgus.
Jedi Knight Malgus. Jedi Knight Malgus. Well, you know, he was a.
Okay. Next one kind of gives away who posted this, but so I'll read it anyways, but you'll know who gives it. I won't be satisfied until I can have my avatar in the game. Darth Tallywhack will lay the smackdown on any Revenant. He will put the tombstone on any Treya. He will bring the hurt to anyone that doesn't share his master plan of eating up the Eternal Twins and leaving a plate.
Oh my god.
I think we know who that one
I
is.
know who that was. Oh my god.
Next one. Fallen middle finger. That's right, a disembodied hand giving players the bird for not dropping another mortgage payment this month. Made up character never before seen in Star Wars? No problem. Neither was Jedi Knight Revan. Now shut up and pay us.
I think I know who that one was. Oh, a middle finger.
Okay.
I have to give props to all these. I am laughing hysterically outside of my house, and my daughter's trying to sleep, and I can't stop laughing. These are fantastic.
They are fantastic. They always kill us.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have to read this one again. Hold on, let me read this one so I can understand what exactly it's saying, so I can read it properly. Hold on. I'm gonna end up reading this incorrectly, so I apologize offhand. Of crap for the Eternal Emperor to be reminded of what will be left of his empire when he is through with his quest of the never-ending frustration of beating Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes into the ground.
Damn.
God, there are some angry people out there.
Damn.
They are angry. So salty. I love it. Keep it coming.
There's one, oh god. There's one last one that came in, but how can I not read this one? Darth Val Bacon, villains fall from Danza to Bacon. God. Oh my god. Okay, so that was all of them.
All right, Tits. What were your top two?
Oh, top two. I have three that are my favorite.
Okay, three. Go three. You can go three.
So I like Darth. What happened to the Clone Wars content?
Okay.
I like Darth Luke Skywalker. If CG can just make shit up, so can I. Gosh, what was the other one?
I know mine was.
I think it was Kit Fisto. Was it a Kit Fisto one?
Mine was the middle finger one. That one had.
Yeah, middle finger one. It was between middle finger and Kit Fisto one because I thought the Kit Fisto was clever. Read the Kit Fisto one again. I can't remember.
Okay.
Read them both so she can get a good.
Okay. Okay. So I'll reread one of them, by the way, just to get it clarified, because apparently it was a two-parter, so I misread that. So okay. So the Kit Fisto one was Fallen Kit Fisto. When combined with the Jedi version, you have a mediocre character. Okay, so now let me read the other one in its entirety, because apparently it's two posts, so that's why it was messed up.
Okay.
So I won't be satisfied until I can have my avatar in-game, Darth Tallywhack. will lay the smackdown on any Revan team. He will put the tombstone on any Treya. He will bring the hurt to anyone that doesn't share his master plan of eating up the Eternal Twins and leave a plate of crap for the Eternal Emperor to be reminded of what will be left of his empire when he is through with his quest of never-ending frustration of beating SWGOH to the ground.
Now that makes more sense.
That makes more sense. That's why I was like,
sense.
I was reading that second one, and it didn't click to me that was the second part. I'm like, there's something is missing here.
That threw me completely off. I was like, what in the damn tarnation is that person
would
talking
make
about?
sense.
Yes, there you go.
I think middle finger for me was my favorite. But
Yeah, I like that one. So it's dropping the middle finger for not dropping another mortgage payment.
Yeah, we'll do 4. Yeah, why not?
So yeah, those are my 4.
Let's reveal who they were.
Okay, so Darth, what happened to my Clone Wars content? Do you want to guess who that is?
No, just tell me.
Okay, that was Miss Ouchie Dumpling.
Oh, she's so clever.
Okay. Fallen Kit Fisto. When combined with the Jedi version, you have a mediocre character. That was good old Maurice.
Of course.
Fallen Middle Finger. That's right, a disembodied hand.
That was Hellenic.
For not dropping another mortgage payment this month. Made up character, never before seen in Star Wars. No problem. Neither was Jedi Knight Revan. Now shut up and pay us.
That was Hellenix, right?
That was Hellenix.
Yeah.
And then last one, Darth Luke Skywalker. If CG can just make up crap, so can I. That was Kashmir.
And that's the one I think wins. That's
it's super funny.
Oh,
that was
Oh, God.
just started making up some. I want to see Darth Bane. I was waiting for somebody to say Darth Bane. Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't think people do that much serious except for the Mara Jade comment.
Yeah, I just want Mara Jade.
There's very little seriousness in the post to our Twitter questions.
Oh, no.
Darth Val Bacon. God damn.
He's everywhere now.
All right.
Now it's time for regular questions. That was the Twitter responses.
Questions. Oh, yeah. Grande's not here. Question time. Okay. Right. There's no Grande, so I feel like we have to. All right, let me get the questions up here. And oh wow, we have a lot of questions. Okay. So, God. I don't know why Durgan is trying to die. Durgan question: will Ouchie Dumpling unlock her and gear Dooku now since he has synergy with Emo Vassal? Goodbye, Durgan. You're gonna die quicker than Tits is gonna kill me for calling her old.
My dear Lord in heaven. Why y'all poking the bear? You know she's got admin or whatever that is on
mod rights. Yeah,
she's got mod rights.
I don't see Durgan anymore in chat. So.
Oh no.
Just saying.
Well, Durgan, it was nice knowing you.
Bye, Goosey.
Bye, Goosey.
Later, Chica.
All right. Next question from Luke Thyrocker. Question: can RSG side be any more dominant in TW? Don't get cocky. Oh my God, we had a mismatch. Don't get all cocky. We unfortunately, it's one of those territory war issues that happens. We got matched up against a guild that doesn't have a single Treya. And has 3 Revans, one of them that they put on defense and had like a speed of like 250. So it was kind of sad.
Okay, we have a Durgan side. He says, I'm watching, but from way over there.
Okay, good job, Durgan.
Yeah, good man. Stay away.
Although way over there probably just means in her bushes, so that's really not that far away. So you gotta be careful. Make sure you stay in the bushes on the other side of her house.
Use camouflage.
Yeah, camouflage. That's what you gotta do. All right. That's good. I won't have to hear about the raids anymore. God.
Oh my God. Let's stop antagonizing Ouchie for Christ's sakes. I mean, I'd like to get through this stream without death on my hands.
No, actually, Mayo Killer is antagonizing Durgan.
Oh, okay. Well, let's.
All right. So some of these are for I think for Tits. Saber Shark question: ding.
Oh God.
Literally what it says. Saber Shark question: ding is the best. I understand him. Why doesn't Ranger? And then Mayo Killer question: ding.
First.
Just okay.
No, I've got this, Tits.
All right.
First, I'm going to kill you, Finn, and then I'm going.
Question.
and then I'm going to kill them.
Next question, Bradzo Swuggo question. I've saved a little more than 10,000 crystals.
Oh, nice.
Should I wail on Darkside Basilisk? No.
I don't know. Well, let's wait and see how good she is against Revan.
10,000 crystals isn't going to get you anything.
Well, I mean, if you can get her 5 stars, 6 stars.
You won't get her 5-star with 10k unless you get.
Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude, young man.
The packs cost too much. At
$6.99.
Yeah, you're looking at upwards of $350 if you're gonna get
Did
it.
you just say $350? Oh no!
I wouldn't bother. 10,000 crystals is not that much. To work on Darkside Basilisk.
Now just get it a 4-star. You can probably use her 4-star.
The other thing too that I'll say at this point, we've seen how they're rolling things out. I would now at this point never spend crystals on anything short of things needed for a journey character where there's a 7-star unlock.
That's a good call.
So legendaries you can get at 5-star.
But do we think these characters are introduced now will be for the next version of Revan coming down the road?
Then you can spend it at that time and get a better rate of return on your shards because you can get them for 80. The cost per shard right now is more than 80. So they reduce it as time goes on, right? Because you're basically paying for time right now.
Right.
So right now the cost is going to be more than 80 crystals a shard.
Sure.
Once they're released into shipments, there'll be 80 crystals a shard. And when the events come out and they're in free to play, effectively you're going to get it less than 80 crystals a shard because you can just refresh a hard node and get more.
Loki, Landshade, quit caving your kitchen to each other in the damn Skype. We're trying to do a damn stream here. Keep getting these messages all over the place. I have the same fridge. Stop it.
Loki and Lampshade like in the same house?
I don't know what they're
They're
doing.
bonding. Leave them alone. Let's just get to the questions.
Go get a freaking room. God.
Come on.
Next question, what else 73 question. Grande cleans CG carries pool at night. That's the reason he's not here.
Oh, he's on dad duty.
Well, yeah.
Wife and dad duty right now.
He's doing.
So if you don't know why he's asking that question, if you go to our Tiltify page, we have a challenge where when we go to Disney, if the challenge is filled, Grande will wear a shirt that says "I am CG Carey's pool boy," and currently that challenge is at $40 out of 500. So if we hit the $500 mark on that challenge, we will get Grande to wear a shirt, and I'm actually working on designing the shirt right now, actually.
Oh.
So it'll be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
There's that.
Is it a crop top? Is it a midriff?
No, we are not doing that. We're not getting thrown out of Disney.
I told you that I would beat that ass if that happened. Don't.
We don't need midriff Grande. No. John Moran question. So no roster reviews off that shout out? No. Swedish Chef said it perfectly.
It was in Swedish. Yeah. It was interpreted properly. So there you go. So no.
Okay. Next one from Hellenix. Question for Finn. Bud, you know I got your back, brother. You're a good guy. But saying the new D word is upsetting Miss McVenom. Not for nothing. I ain't got your back against McVenom. You're on your own.
Thank you there, Hellenix.
You will be missed, Finn. You will be missed.
She's going to kill me when I see her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else? 73 question. Do you think they'll add a parameter into Grand Arena to prevent guild members from competing against each other and or discourage communication so players can't team up against others?
It's going to be random.
Yeah. I think you'll be able to face other guild members. I also think there's basically no way for you to communicate and team up. Like you're not in a position where you can go 2-on-1. Like what are you going to team up? Yeah. You have to win your fights against whoever you're facing. So what exactly are you going to team up? Like if you face somebody, you can tell them like what kind of defenses and stuff they put on against you faced them. But I mean, you could do that anyways. It has nothing really to do with the guild. And if you want to communicate that, that's fine. That goes on with territory wars. Like there's people that will discuss like, oh, I just faced this guild and they had this and this on defense. And they're like, okay. And they use it for strategy. But I don't understand why people are concerned about like teaming up if two people from the same guild are in it. Because you're just facing 1-on-1 in 3 different rounds. If you're facing your own guild mate, yeah, you can coordinate it. But if you coordinate, then essentially you're basically having one person lose. And unless you're in the 3rd round, because everything is being matched by win-loss record, you're screwing yourself if you take the loss. Because from the sounds of it, right, the first round, there's going to be 4 matches. you'll have 4 winners, 4 losers. So you'll have 4 people at 1-0. You'll have 4 people at 0-1. You'll get 2 matches of people that are both 1-0. You'll have 2 matches of people that are both 0-1. And then the next round, the 2 people that are undefeated will face each other. The 2 people that are fully defeated will face each other. And the 4 people that are tied, 1-1, will end up pairing off and fighting each other. So where is it that you can team up? Like, I think there's a misconception about how Grand Arena is going to work right now. So I would just honestly wait. There isn't that much you can do with all this, like, teaming up and all of that stuff. So, next question, Paul Morgan question: should we focus farm the new Dark Side KOTOR? Yeah, when it's released into free to play.
Yeah.
I mean, you can basically suspect that there's going to be something in February, so plan for that. Loki, are you still here?
Yep.
So, question for you from John Moran. Question for Loki: how loud is that spin cycle?
It's like one of those like silent ones.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You got
It's
fancy
a nice machine.
See, so you're getting questions, Loki, because most people don't call their dishwasher a washing machine.
Right, right.
So you have another question.
You have done that yourself, Loki.
It's all good, man.
Question from Helenix for Loki: when drying your dishes, do you set the dryer to tumble dry?
Shit.
Vormax, question for Loki: now that you have your fancy dishwashing machine, does it do your 600 for you?
For Loki, it wouldn't surprise me, man. That dude's
It
a
really
man.
wouldn't.
God.
Man, I wish it did, but
Yeah,
no.
right, yeah.
It is what
All
it
right.
is.
It's all voice activated. Loki just sitting in his throne like, dishwasher, do my 600, wash them damn dishes.
That'd be pretty badass. So you can pair like your Star Wars Galaxy Heroes
Right?
account, your Alexa or something. Like
Oh my God, Loki would
Alexa, do my 600.
Oh.
You know what they're going to program Alexa to do, right? Somehow CG is going to get a hold of it, and Alexa is just going to buy crystals and just spam it out in, like, Cantina. You're just going to do Cantina to get your 600, so it's going to spend, like, 800 crystals in order to do it every day.
It'll be, Alexa, do my 600. I have just received an email from CG. You have been rewarded 10,000 crystals. Loki's amazing.
Okay, so next one is a little bit more of a serious question. Loki, you can take this one. From Kazekage Too Easy, question: why are they giving me more characters when I haven't finished the other KOTOR characters?
It's a distraction.
So what do you think they're trying to do you think this is leading to something in February, or there's something else that they're trying to distract you?
I think they're gonna throw the Sith at us, and then they did say that they're gonna do original trilogy, right, for us. So they're just gonna throw all this mess at us, and then all of a sudden drop like Malik or something, or drop a capital ship, or I mean, it's CG, right? I mean, that's how they dropped Revan on us. They were quiet for like 3 weeks, and then there it was, right? So they're good at doing that, and they've already alluded that the old trilogy is going to come back, and then we all know what February is. So I don't know what to say anymore, because I mean, when is the original Revan, Jedi Knight Revan has to come back before they announce Darth Revan, right? So I don't even know what to do anymore, honestly. They just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and pulling us in different directions. So
John Moran just said his Amazon dot just went nuts from everyone mentioning Alexa.
Alexa, have you ever heard the story of Darth Plagueis?
God, you're awful. Oh my God. I apologize to anyone whose Amazon dot just got triggered.
Alexis, look up the shield generator.
Awful. Okay. Oh my God.
Alexa, buy Doritos. Oh, that's fucked up.
my God. Stop triggering people's technology, God damn it. Okay.
Alexa, donate to RSG charity on our behalf.
God.
Grim, no, Grim.
He
Bad,
typed it. Just don't say it. Don't say it.
bad
Just don't
Grim.
say it.
You're bad. Very bad man.
Alexa, look up the word moist for
No.
me.
Stop it.
Oh my God. Okay, am I lower on the list now of people that you're gonna kill?
No.
Should have gotten something for that.
No.
Okay. Next question. So on a similar note, Xylo1111 says, question, how is everyone celebrating National Pickle Day?
I ate a pickle.
I had a steak.
That's not
I
a
had
pickle.
pickles with my fish and chips.
Okay.
McVenom?
I ate a pickle.
Oh, there you go. See?
And I
Nice.
drank some pickle juice too.
Yeah.
I love pickle juice.
I love pickle juice.
So good.
It's very good.
It has to be cold, though. Warm pickle juice is bleh.
Kashmir, Alexa, have you ever heard of Jedi Knight Revan?
You guys ever had a pickleback?
What?
Is that like some kind of like second-rate Nickelback?
No.
What?
No, you naive little thing. It's a pickle juice with a shot of whiskey.
Oh, yeah, I have had that.
It's actually a shot of whiskey chased by a shot of pickle juice.
Rose Taco
Shot of
says,
pickle.
Finity, you're number one on his list.
You're number one on mine, too.
That's not what he means, Finity.
Well, I don't know how else to say it. He's number one on our donor list. Thank you.
That's not what he means, Finn.
I don't know what he
Oh
means.
my gosh, Durgan makes the best dad puns. I'm telling you. He said, "Is National Pickle Day a big deal?"
Oh, get out of here.
Deal? He cracks me up when we're playing Here's to the Storm. He'll just make these little.
I know.
This is so funny.
Which, when we finish up the questions here, we will do some Heroes of the Storm. We like
Yay!
playing with
Do
you
it.
guys. So,
Next question.
Oh, look
All
at
right.
Finn. Tits like, hurry up.
Okay, let me start going through this because we have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Hellenix, question. Chat brought this up, and I think it bears asking. Did El Grande de Largo Delio license his name to CG for use as the Grande Arena? I guess there is a benefit to cleaning CG Carey's pool.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So, I think he had to get. There were lawyers involved. I mean, there was a lot. Yeah.
John Moran says Alexa has never heard of Jedi Knight Revan either. God. What else? 73 question. Did Tish just say arena sharding system?
I think
I
she did.
hope not. I might have, to be honest. I really hope I didn't, though. No one go back and listen to check, please.
Yes, I'm sure they will. Memes are coming.
Nathaniel Morgan question. How is CG balancing Grand Arena matchmaking? Besides,
We don't know yet.
Besides poorly.
Grande Arena.
I mean, they gave some indication, right? So they're looking at a bunch of different things. Your GP, we're hoping they're looking at your standard deviation also, which they did with Territory War, right? Like, how far away are all of your characters from the average of your roster? So that's going to be probably part of it. Hopefully they take Gear 11 and Gear 12s into consideration and not just your pure GP, because that would really screw over like everybody with fluff GP. Although it should have some consideration, but hopefully not as much as how many Gear 11 and Gear 12s you have. So
They're also going to take into account how many win or losses you had, right? After.
So that's still a question on how they wrote it. The way they wrote it, right? It doesn't sound like they're basing your 8-person like setup, like who is in your 8-person group, necessarily on win and loss. It sounds like the rounds are what takes into win and loss. So originally, right, everyone is 0-0. So everybody has a match. At the end of that round, you're gonna have 4 people 1-0 as their win loss, right? You'll have 4 people 0-1. Because they lost. So the 4 people that are 0-1 will pair off, and the 4 people that are 1-0 will pair off. And so eventually in the third round, you're going to get the 2 top people that are both 2-0 facing each other. You're basically fighting for rank 1 and rank 2. You'll have the 2 people that are 0-2 fighting each other in order to figure out who's 7 and 8. And then you'll have the people in between basically fighting in order to figure out who's 3, 4, 5, and 6 in some way or shape. So I think that's what they're planning with their win-loss record. They may add something for win-loss record of your overall Grand Arena record, but from the way it sounded more for the like rounds more than anything else. Bradzo Swuggo question: do you guys really have dinner at 6 like in the movie and TV series? We have it at 8 or 9 in Italy.
Yeah. Well,
Yep. 6, 6:30, maybe 7, and then by 10:30 I like to sleep.
I just don't like to eat super late at night unless it's because of munchies due to drinking or
I got the
something.
munchies.
Nathaniel Morgan question: how does Finn know what Sis is doing at midnight? Hashtag Rutabaga.
Hashtag ask Alexa.
Oh God, no. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna ask Alexa, what is Tits doing at midnight? I don't know what she's gonna bring back as a response to that, just because of what I'm asking, but it's gonna be pretty interesting. Alexa's basically
Probably not going to be something
Do I need
appropriate
to turn
for
off the
a
parental filters?
Yeah.
God. Nathaniel Morgan question for Ranger: if we use HK Ordo, Goth Bastila for Malik, will the Eternal Twins be the final pieces?
Finn.
Hey, they're trolling all of us today.
Finn, what did I tell you about reading those kind of questions?
You told that to Stanley, not me.
I said that to everybody. Don't even play.
Yeah, but I don't listen.
Finn.
All right, next question. RSG Vormac question: Darkseid new Kotor tunes equals Sith Revan or Malik? I think it's Malik.
I think they're gonna go another Revan.
They released another Revan this soon.
Yeah, I think it's too soon for the Revan. No, it's the same way that they didn't release like another Luke yet, right? Because it was built up so much to get Commander Luke that they're waiting in order to release Jedi Luke. I think they're going to do the same thing with Revan.
John Moran said Alexa just lit up and did nothing, like she was blushing.
Oh my God.
Next question.
Darth Hideous question: damn it, Finn. Well, that's not wrong. Kazekage too easy. Oh, you asked the one about the drinking contest at Disney. Robert McC83 question: RSG, could you guys host an RSG drinking game called Never Have I Ever in SWGOH? Example: Never have I missed a marquee event.
Oh, we can do that.
I would be screwed for that game.
Oh, Tits would be hammered after like 5.
I would be hammered.
I would get you with Never Have I Zeta, or not Never Have I Unzeta Rose or something like that. I would have to do something with my Rose Zeta. Get you all to drink, because none of you are touching that one. Next question, Darkside Ranger J 1999.
Uh-oh.
Question: if Darth Revan is released in the same way that Jedi Knight Revan was released as a cash grab, will Ranger finally relinquish the power the whales have and let the hate flow? CG is always looing for a PR sellout.
Yeah, I'll be gone.
Darth Tallywhack, my knacker. Question: will you live stream anything from your Disney fun drunken escapades?
Oh, yes.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Well, I'm
maybe not stream, we'll record, yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to stream. We'll have to.
I think we will be live streaming. I'm going to live stream some stuff, live Facebook. You know, you can go do Facebook Live for a bit.
Yeah, we might
I'm
do
probably
something
going to do that.
On Twitter also. We might be able to do some small like video clips and stuff that we'll put on Twitter. We also have the Discord that's set up to the people that are donating to the ACS and the that donated to the GoFundMe. So for those of you that donated to the ACS in the Tiltify, we have everything that we're tracking there. So you'll get an email with a link to the special Discord set up for that as well soon. So that'll all happen in the middle of December when we start mailing out some of the rewards and stuff too. You have one person I think that bought your video, by the way, Tits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there is a short video.
Surprisingly, it was John Moran with Alexa. I don't know how that happened.
It's a video of Tits. Don't say it, Tits, because they have to buy the video.
I'm not saying it because it was not meant. It was not meant for public use, so I'm not going to say it only for the people that get it.
Yeah. So she said the bearded butler with buttless chaps.
No, you can't say it either. Then you're ruining it. It was just a little outtake of me practicing and warming up.
Yeah, but it's in there. I wrote in the description what you said. People have to hear you though.
Oh,
But it's not the same if you don't hear it.
Yeah. So it'll just all right. Next question.
Yeah. All right. Buttless chaps. Next question is from Darkside Ranger J 1999. Question: has anyone seen Mobile's Fallen Bastila video? He said she was great, but his eyes said, "Even I'm not falling for my own BS." They don't have their accounts yet, right? They don't have their
that's
data accounts back.
fantastic.
They're going on footage that was essentially sent to them, so it's hard to tell. I don't think Emperor Palpatine lead is the right team for Blood. So I would wait until tomorrow when you will have some people. I'm gonna guess, because I think Warrior really loves the KOTOR stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up getting Bastila. I don't know about Ordo.
I don't think so.
He may not get Ordo, but I wouldn't be surprised if Warrior got Darkside Bastila. So I would be on the lookout for his channel. I'm sure there's others that will get the characters, so just be on the lookout for that. RC Bormax question: if a Grande Arena participants are Grande, Loki, Finn, Tits, Ranger, Lampshade, Voltron, and myself, who do you think will win? FYI, I vote for me. It's either Grande or Loki.
Yeah, I vote Loki.
I vote for me too.
So humble.
Yeah, I think it would be Loki, honestly. I think it would be Loki. Depending on when Loki fought Grande may not even end up in second. Because in order to end up second,
he's too busy to play it, so I'm not even worried.
Yeah.
He'll set his defense and then forget to fight me. So.
Yeah. You'd be able to kill us, though, Loki. You know it.
Yeah, Loki first. Grande.
Well, to be fair, so here's the problem, right? To be fair, they haven't said. They just said it was a mini territory war, but we don't know what's going to happen with this thing.
And I shall call it mini
Mates
territory
could have
war.
Crazy buff, right? Like
territory war. If they introduce those special things,
not. God, please don't do that.
Or and I'm just going to mention it again because the screenshot's floating around. If they ban certain characters from being utilized, right? So there's that screenshot.
If they do that, that is going to be so messed up.
Yeah.
I may not be a fan of Revan, but if people pay for it, damn it, they should have the right to use it.
Yeah. Not to mention the people that don't have very deep rosters, not being able to use somebody like GK or something would be pretty crappy.
So we'll see. We don't know what they're going to do, so we'll see what happens there. Next question from Max Dog. Questions: have you seen any new difficult to beat defenses in territory wars from your opponents? Yeah, Revan.
Yeah. Yep.
And I did this PSA in the lunch hour, so I'll do it again here. Please make sure that your Revan is speed modded. I'm seeing way too many offense modded Revans that have a speed that is way too slow. Speed on Revan, please. There's way too many crap ass Revans. It's awful. John Moran question: do you think we can now get a Mandalorian faction?
Getting there.
I mean, so they made this comment before, right? They don't want to create a faction just for faction's sake, right?
Yeah,
so
but it's the Mandalorians.
They have enough Mandalorians, but what would they do with that faction tag?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. Are you kidding me?
Mandalorians could do so much.
Finn, you read up on the history of the Mandalorians, and then
no. I'm not saying that the Mandalorians aren't good, right? Let's just suppose, right? So we have what? It's Gar Saxon, Ordo, Sabine, Boba. I guess you would include Jango, right? So you have.
Well, you can introduce all the Clone Wars or the Rebels, different characters.
Are you talking about a synergy or something? What kind of synergy would they have?
What would you? So if you added the Mandalorian tag on them, what would it be utilized for? That they posted before that they don't want to create a tag simply for having the tag. That's part of the reason why they were annoyed that they added their own separatist tag, right? Because we have a bunch of separatists, but they had done nothing with the tag.
But that's their fault. That's not.
It is, but they don't want to repeat that mistake.
But you don't have to. You can introduce a few new Mandalorian characters that round out the Mandalorians for what they're missing, right? Whether tanks, support, that kind of stuff. God knows we have enough tackers, and then you can do it that way. But there is a way to do it, and they can have the Mandalore tag. And God knows there is a crap ton of Mandalorian characters they can introduce in the game that are known for doing different stuff. Hell, we had a Mandalorian Jedi you could add, So
Well, they would be better as be like a counter to Jedi, like a really strong counter to Jedi.
they are the hated enemy of the Jedi.
Rework all the
Besides the
Mandalorians
Sith.
include some kind of synergy with other Mandalorians.
Well,
is what I'm
God
saying.
forbid.
No, but you don't. I don't think that Mandalorians are on their list, like to do right.
Well, that's
they're
silly.
focusing on Sith. They're currently doing Old Republic. They're probably working on Resistance and First Order for the next movie, which is going to be coming out next year too, right? So they have a lot of things that they're working on.
I don't disagree with you on that, but I'm saying don't. I mean, if they wanted to do a Mandalorian faction, that the answer you gave me before, it doesn't work, because you could easily create a Mandalorian tag and have enough characters in there to make it worthwhile and work as a faction.
I'm not saying that you can't have enough characters
And specialized.
Right, you would have to adjust all of their kits, and I don't think it's a priority for them right now. So I don't think we're going to get the faction anytime soon.
Wouldn't. You would just have to add the characters in the game, to round them off, and then you could have a faction that works. So
yeah, they would have to add new abilities. They would have to do reworks. I mean, you can get it in the game. I'm not saying you can't. I just don't think it's coming anytime soon.
I mean, they'd have to do a little bit of work, but it could be done. So, all right, next question.
Next question, Takedown Games. Question from a free-to-play standing. What is better way to farm these new KOTOR characters? Marquee packs or wait until they hit shipments? Thanks, everyone. Shipments is always cheaper.
Yeah.
It's always cheaper. And even more cheaper is just waiting until they hit a hard node.
Yeah, that's really cheap.
Unless it is... I'm saying this now because they've shown how they're releasing things. Unless it is for a journey character that is only unlocking a 7-star, I am no longer spending any crystals in order to get a character to 7-star. It is not worth it for a legendary. It is definitely not worth it for any marquee. It is only worth it for 7-star unlock characters. Because you can get the other characters at 5-star, and pretty much every single legendary character is still viable at 5-star. So what is the incentive to push to 7 other than doing it in raids? But honestly, people don't care. Doing 7-star for raids is a Whales game. It's not a free-to-play game. So you just wait for it to come back the second time around, unlock it the first time. So I would just save crystals from now on if you're not spending anything. God. Saber Shark question, ding.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Luke Rocker question, will Grande Arena have chickens?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Shadow Veil question for Loki, which is his favorite high roller slot?
Damn, that's a good question. There's a slot machine I like, but it's only on the East Coast. I think it's called Mr. Moneybags. I like that slot machine a lot.
Yeah, Loki doesn't really like to give out his secrets to his success, so sorry, Shadow.
Billy Gunn question, with another Mandalorian, will we get... Okay, so we just discussed that one with a separate question. John Moran question, will we get Padawan weapons?
At this point, I wouldn't. Might as well.
And
with
Youngly Redmond.
Yeah.
You just have to ask yourself, will it make money? And if the answer is yes, then we'll probably get it one day.
That's when you throw in the ding.
And this is the last question, and is from Django Fett with a D.
Okay.
Question, do you think the new Old Republic tunes can add viability to Old Republic in Arena? No. The Ordo definitely doesn't. Ordo is definitely more of a territory war subbin, and definitely more of an raid character. I think at some point he's going to end up showing to be with the number of times he attacks. He might end up on a solo team with was it Vader and Wampa and everything for heroic AAT, because everything is based on dots, right? And so you're going to get a crazy
dots.
Yeah, you're going to get a crazy amount of actual like damage and stuff loading up on him. So I think Ordo is going to be more territory war oriented than anything else. And Bastila is going to be more focused on her Sith side, I think, in the near future, more so than her Old Republic. Now, they're probably going to add more Old Republic dark side characters. I'm double checking right now, but I don't think they added the Old Republic tag to Nihilus or Scion or anything like that, right? No, they did not. So currently, the only two dark side Old Republic are Bastila Shan Fallen and Canderous Ordo. They haven't added it to Sith Assassin, Sith Trooper, Nihilus, Scion. So, if you're looking to try and put together 5 Old Republic from the dark side, then you're going to have to wait for probably 3 more. So, just kind of keep that in mind.
I blame Finn. All right, that is the end of our questions, and it's time to end the stream. So we like to always thank our Patreon supporters. So we'd like to put their names up there. My favorite is Rose Taco. Because the pain
he's my number one.
He is number one. He is kicking that ass on Finn. And so we
mean to me.
Shut up, Finn. Your whining annoys us. This is the thing. Finn put that person up there for the Zeta. Do not feel sorry for him. He's the dumb ass that put her on the list to get a Zeta as part of the charity. So every time he whines, just think how stupid he is for doing that. If you didn't want her, you shouldn't have put her on there, Finn. Dum-dum.
But it's for charity. You can't really.
He is. He is whining like it's unbelievable.
I know, darling.
What are we gonna do? I mean, it's like a.
Can I say though, we are $4 away from 10%.
Nice.
We are $4 away from being at 10% mark.
Nice.
Yay! That's awesome.
Very nice.
That's
But
really
we want to
good.
thank our Gold Patreons. These guys help support us, keep us going. We'd like to thank all our Patreons. We appreciate all your guys' support. We love you guys. We love all our VIPs, all the things, even everybody we love. But we want to do a special shout out for these guys because they help keep us going, especially. So that being said, let's get to the ending scene. And Finn, I'll let you end it since you need to talk about the ACS stuff. So rock and roll, brother.
All right. So, do you have the Tiltify page up?
I don't, but I can pull it up real quick while you do the other stuff, and then I can flip to it.
Yeah. So we can talk about it. So,
let me get the KO player and everything ready. So.
Yep. So, we are doing a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society, and we're actually teaming up with them this year, which is a big step from what we did last year. American Cancer Society has been fantastic in dealing with us and helping and kind of guiding us through some of these things, and we're trying to raise money for them. And our goal for this year is $15,000. Since we raised $10,000 last year,
all right, it's up.
And with all the extra work that we plan on putting in this year, we're hoping we can get to $15,000. So this year we actually have a lot more of actual rewards that you guys can get. So the main one that I want to talk about, if you go into the reward section, so the link to the Tiltify page is in the description of the video. So there's a link to the Tiltify page. There's a link directly to our American Cancer Society page as well. So you can go directly to there if you want to donate. That will provide you the opportunity to get your company match, since it is in an ACS page. So that should hopefully help you with that, because I know that was a question from June when we did our last fundraiser for 2018. So you can donate to the ACS page, or you can go to our webpage, which is also linked, and there is a page specifically where we talk about everything we're doing with the campaign. So you can get a link to our Tiltify, you can get a link to the ACS page, and you can get a link to the hat that we have. It's a limited time only stitched RSG hat. And it says #StewStrong on it, which is our campaign for this year. And you guys can get that right now only. Proceeds from the sale of that hat will go 50% to the American Cancer Society and 50% into the GoFundMe for Stu, who is an original member of RSG that was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And he recently had his diagnosis as well as treatment, which included a lot of radiation, unfortunately. So he has a lot of medical bills. And so 50% of the proceeds from the sale of that hat will go to Stu's GoFundMe. So please go there and get your hat. It is our first RSG stitched hat. It actually looks really, really cool, right, Tits?
I enjoy. Yeah, I think it's really. It didn't fit your big head.
Yeah, I know.
It looks really good.
Yeah, so make sure you get that hat, and that's, again, linked through our RSG page, which is realityskevedgamers.com. You guys can go there, click on the ACS image you'll be able to get all the information from our ACS page, and the link is actually in the description directly below. With that, on the Tiltify page, the reward that I wanted to point out more than anything else, we have a bunch of fun rewards. I mentioned the video recording of McVenom. We have some other fun little ones. And the main one that I wanted to point out was the wristband. This year, in order to kind of commemorate all of this, we actually have an actual silicone wristband that we will be sending to you guys if you order that reward. So go to that reward. It's $15. It'll go, again, all go to the American Cancer Society, and we will mail you a silicone wristband, and you can see what it looks like in the picture. It says #StewStrong and says Reality Skewed Gamers 2019 with the American Cancer Society and the RSG logos on there. So you guys can get that. Again, it's only going to be available during the time of this campaign. There are only 200 available. If we end up hitting that, then we'll see if we can get some more. But we have 200 of those for you guys, so please get those so you guys can commemorate the occasion.
Enough of that shit. Let's get to these polls. All right,
yes.
Let's see what's going on
challenges
here.
first. Let's go to challenges first.
No, let it do the polls. Let's look
We have to do the challenges first because you can't do the polls without the challenges. So the challenges is where you guys can donate, and once those challenges are filled, you'll see one of them is already filled out, which is my Zeta one. The polls will take into effect for some of these, or we do something else. So two of the challenges that are independent. One of them, if I can raise $1,000, I will do what, if you guys have been listening to this stream for the last few weeks, as well as the lunch stream.
Now I have to go find it. God damn it!
You don't have to play it. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna play it.
So Dana's daughter Kyrie made a request of me to dye my hair, but she knows I won't dye my hair, so she's okay if I wear a wig. So I'll wear a white or silver wig with get glitter and rhinestones in it. And McVenom, you'll help me style my hair, right?
I'm super excited about this.
There we go. So she will style my hair, and I will wear that to the dinner we have with the American Cancer Society. So that challenge has, if we can raise $1,000 for that challenge, I will do that. There will, of course, be pictures and stuff.
Here we go. Let's play it for everyone.
What would you like Finity to do?
He needs to dye his hair silver with sparkles and glitter and little rhinestones. And he needs to dress up his pork. And he needs to put a little bow and glitter on his pork hat. And he needs to dress up his AK with sparkles.
There you go.
There you go.
Super cute.
Yes. So how can you say no to that? So please donate to...
You have to wear it to the dinner.
Yes, I will be wearing that to dinner on the Friday night before the Saturday that we're going into the parks and everything. And then on the Saturday in the park, if we can raise $500 for Grande's challenge, he will wear a shirt that says, "I am CG Carey's pool boy." So if we can raise $500 for that challenge, we will get that done. That one's already 40 out of 500, and mine is 20 out of 1,000. So we're already on our way to getting that. So if you guys would like to help with that, there you go. Those are really embarrassing.
Now let's check the polls.
Then we have two other challenges. One is complete, which is if you filled up the challenge, then I would put a Zeta on a character that wins the poll.
It's not over yet.
We also have one for Warrior. So Warrior actually is donating a Zeta as well, and he made a video which we put in the RSG Discord in the 2019 ACS campaign channel that we have set up, and he is donating a Zeta, and he does not typically give away his Zeta. So make sure you check out that video. He talks about it, and so we're trying to raise money for that as well. Once both those challenges are there, the polls will take effect. And we have two polls, one for my Zeta and one for Warrior Zeta, as to who we will have to Zeta as a result of that poll. And currently, Rose Tico is at $750 and Clone Wars Chewie is at $261.
Fight the good fight, folks.
Please help me with Clone Wars Chewie.
It's never going to happen. Rose Taco is not going to allow you to. It's not happening, Finn. So you can scratch and claw your way back.
I mean, part of me, okay, so I'll say this. Part of me is happy that he's putting it into Rose Tico rather than the challenge. Because, goddamn, I really don't want to go to the ACS thing with that wig.
Oh, please, yeah.
That one's going to get filled. I hate to tell you. That one's going to get filled. If I have to fill it myself, I'll fill it.
Because that's like the most embarrassing one of all. Like walking around with that wig and...
I know, with all of the ACS people there.
I know.
Probably
like
all in nice attire and dinner we're chatting.
I'm wearing
we're
jeans and a
eating,
t-shirt. I
we're
don't know about all that crap.
networking,
Yeah,
and then
man.
Finn's gonna be in this.
I'm gonna be in a
wig.
wig.
And we'll make sure there's
Glitter and
curls in it.
rhinestones.
Well,
Right.
people ask you and say, I'm doing this for a small child that her heart was set on this. And they're going to
Yeah.
be like, oh. And then all the women are like, oh. And then you're going to get
Oh
a date.
yeah, you might get a girlfriend out of it.
Yeah, see, smart, Finn. Now, if you'd like to donate
I'm
to this,
sharing a room with Ranger
shut
and
up,
Grande.
Finn. Shut up, Finn.
A lot of good getting a girl's gonna do me there.
Oh, we'll give you private time.
What kind of girl do you want to meet?
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously, like just gonna go back to the room with all three of you anyway.
No.
On the first night.
First of all, yeah, we'll get it hooked up for you, Finn.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you worry about that, young man. But if you'd like to donate, you can donate directly to the Tiltify.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding,
What,
ding,
Loki?
indeed. Loki said something? All right, so anyway, so if you'd like to donate directly, you can. You can donate directly on the Tiltify. You can go to our ACS page and donate directly there. And you can also, if you'd like to donate to Stu directly, you can do that as well. So I just want to throw that out there. Make sure you guys give it the thumbs up on the video. We stream all the time. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you don't want to miss out on all the live streaming we're doing, it behooves you to be a subscriber. Helps us with getting our content out in the world of the YouTube, and we'd love to have you following us. Make sure you check out our Patreon page. Again, you saw all the Patreons we have. Those are just our gold Patreons, but we have a lot of other Patreons that we really appreciate. And check us out. Monday through Friday, we do the lunch stream from 12 to 1. We do the Wednesday night stream every week. We have the Jedi Academy on Saturday. In between, we'll do Tuesday night gaming, where we'll do like Heroes of the Storm, Borderlands, things of that nature. I'll do some Battlefront during the week. Sundays, we have our D&D campaign, which is coming back. We got a lot of amazing stuff. Check out the Facebook page. Help the tits out with that. Please help Tits with that, because she needs your help. You don't want to sad tits in your life. You don't.
You want happy ones.
Yeah. And
happy turkey tits.
And if you wanted to just hang out at night, we always are in the Discord. We're always doing Heroes of the Storm, hanging out. So we play games at night and just hang out with you guys. So we're about to go do that now. So yeah, so let's go do that. We'll hang out with you guys and just shoot the breeze, play the game, and have fun. And that's what we do. So on behalf of myself and the RSG crew, thank you for stopping by and for the show. We really appreciate everybody's love and support in our endeavors. And you guys keep watching, and we'll keep streaming. So everyone have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Alexa, how do I get happy tits?
Do you want to be an ass, or do you want to close the stream down, Finn? Can we stop the stream now, Mr. Funny Pants?
Sure.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Finn? I mean, any other stupid remarks you want to make?
I couldn't help myself.